and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's Wednesday night, so you know what that means. It means we got another live stream of AEW Dynamite tonight, folks. Make sure you get in that chat. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. Be a part of the family. We got a stacked night ahead of AEW action. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure you grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and do not go anywhere. It's going to be fun. Let's go! Ding, 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 folks. We are live and back at it again. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just covers more live wrestling than anyone else out there. We are the channel that's bringing you all your wrestling reaction, all doing it live. We are here all week long, as always, heading to Rumble this week. But before we get there, we make a little stop with AEW Dynamite tonight. Lots going on in the wrestling world. Lots going on in this card. It's going to be a fun one. We're going to talk all about it. I hope everyone out there is doing happy, healthy, and safe. You got Hump Day in the books. We're going to cap it off with a little bit of wrestling action, and I will check on the folks and see what's on your wrestling mind. But for 2+ hours, you are strapped in with me, Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the face that runs the place, and it is a pleasure to be here with everybody today. And yeah, it's been a crazy week in wrestling, a crazy week in the wrestling world, not just AEW, but definitely in WWE land. So we will talk all about it here tonight. And yeah, get in the chat, hit like, hit subscribe, be a part of the family, become a member. Don't forget the super chat and super stickers. We try and click on as many of the chat messages as possible. It's getting trickier by the day as we're doing like 500-600 chat messages per hour. So get in there, say hello, wave. Don't be shy. We're going to take a prediction on every single match, and we will take a rating at the end of the night out of 10 to see what you thought of the show. But I see that chat filling up already, so welcome, welcome, welcome. But let's quickly talk about what we are getting tonight on this card. Of course, the big one everyone's buzzing about, I would argue more than most matches, is Adam Copeland will take on Minoru Suzuki. And I'm curious how the people in the chat, how you feeling about this one? Are you excited? Is this like a dream match? Is this dream booking? How do you feel about it? Are you really excited? We've seen the Copeland challenges. Apparently, the story is Edge, Adam Copeland threw it at Tony and said, hey, can we get Suzuki? Tony got on that phone, made it happen for him. So this shall be an interesting one. I said it last night. I admit it. I wasn't like, oh, yes, I can't wait for this. But we'll see. We also got Jeff Hardy taking on Swerve, Strickland. So that should be a fun one. I know people, Swerve when I drive and people making those comments and jokes already. But Swerve when I drive, I don't know if Jeff Hardy's the best opponent for that. But it does feel like we might be getting heel Jeff Hardy. We saw him refuse to bump fists with Darby. Now, there's been rumbles about the Hardys actually not being happy and wanting to do something a little new. So I'm curious what you guys think of that as well. But what else is on the card tonight? Hangman taking on Penta. Very interesting booking there. Very curious how that's going to work out. We got Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed taking on the Mogul Embassy for the AEW Trios Championship. Ironically, Cage and Friends just lost the Ring of Honor Trios belts. Now, Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed will put their belts on the line. See how this all works together now that we have the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. There we go. We got it out. Thunder Rosa's back on Dynamite, which is going to be a good one, taking on Red Velvet. Wardlow against Trent Beretta. And overall, again, on paper, a very interesting night. A lot of random matches, maybe not a whole lot of rhyme or reason behind these matches, but they all have potential to be decent matches. So we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Now, quickly, let's say hello to some of the people. Well, the show's kicking off. We got about 10 minutes or so before the actual show goes live, and we will be here for that. See you, Monk. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? How you doing? Jeff Hardy versus Swerve will steal the show. Very intriguing. We'll see. We'll see. It could be a really good match. It might not be. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to see Swerve being booked. We want to see Swerve get his push. We also have Hangman in action, like I talked about. So very interesting. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Damien, good to see you. Suzuki versus Adam Copeland will be commercial free. Now, I had not seen this, Damien, so I will take your word for it. A very interesting match to be commercial free. Am I wrong to assume that? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Of all the matches to be commercial free, Adam Copeland versus Suzuki. And I think my problem with Adam Copeland Suzuki is I know how a lot of this match is going to play out. I've seen a dozen matches with Suzuki in the last few months. Never mind all the ones I've seen prior to that. They're very formulaic, very simplistic. I don't know, guys. And if you're excited for this match, great. We're going to watch it together. And kind of like last night with NXT, with Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker taking on Axiom and Nathan Frazier, had little expectation and they overachieved. I really hope these matches overachieve for us tonight. I don't know, though. I'm really interested in this one. I have my own YouTube channel. Well, welcome to our YouTube channel, Trey. How you doing? How you doing? Kevin, welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to Big Nick. Shout out to Ringsider Anthony as well. Hope they are doing wonderful. Well, I just heard the news today. I'm not singing the whole thing, C-Money. I'm not singing. But with arms wide open, we welcome everybody here to the channel. Whether you're an AEW fan, WWE fan, or anything in between, we welcome you here tonight. So our arms are always wide open, my friend. There you go. Juan is swerving and driving again. Anybody else put that connection together? Swerving and Jeff? Maybe too much. Too soon? Maybe a little? I don't know. Mega, good to see you. How you doing? Chambers, welcome back. Scott, it's always a pleasure. Let's rock and roll, buddy. Swerve versus Jeff Hardy going to be a bathroom break. So here's the mixed emotions. And I know the people in the chat are wrestling fans, AEW fans, and otherwise. So it's very intriguing to see the reactions of some people. Some people think that, Edge against Suzuki. Oh my God, I can't wait. I wet my pants when I heard this announcement. Other people are like, I don't know. Same thing with Swerve, Jeff Hardy. I mean, Adam Page and Penta could be a good match, but we'll wait and see. So it's a very interesting time, a very interesting week. I would argue, and we've said this before, that, AEW heading into 2024, it's been a little bit of a quiet start for the company. It's not exactly making headlines and big things are popping. So I think Tony Khan's got to figure some things out. A lot of reports talking about ticket sales and numbers and viewership and all that fun stuff. Really, really hoping that the course kind of corrects. And I've seen fans out there talking about the AEW renaissance that we are a part of right now. I'm struggling to find it. I'm struggling to see it. Maybe I'm not, a woke enough wrestling fan, but we'll see how this turns. Welcome back, EQ. Chambers, Copeland, Suzuki going to steal the show. So there you go. So see, we get the range. Somebody's going to the bathroom. Someone's excited. Very, very interesting. That's Damn Wrestling live stream podcast on YouTube. EQ, I love you for saying it. We tell you, look, if you think we're the best, we appreciate that. We're pretty damn happy with what we do here. We love the wrestling utopia. We love being the wrestling friends people can't find in their real life. And we love doing these streams. We really do. We're back at it tomorrow. We got TNA. We're back at it on Friday for the doubleheader. We're here on Saturday, 6:30 p.m., a Saturday marathon for the Rumble. And we cannot wait. And we will be here nonstop as we always are in the midst of WrestleMania season. with so many stories. The big thing going around today, did you all see the headlines, the clickbait of, oh, somebody close to Triple H said that Cody's not getting his chance. He's not even going to be in the title picture come Mania. And I find this very intriguing. If I was the WWE and I wanted people guessing what's happening at the Rumble, it's a really good story to let out, isn't it? Think about it. But who else is here with me tonight? I love seeing, I appreciate the love, dude. I really do. Yeah. I swerve when I drive. About to put him in the dirt. We'll see. Big Nick is taking a much deserved sabbatical tonight. He is taking his Wednesday nights off. I know some special Wednesdays he jumps on and keeps me company, but usually the way the channel works is Nick takes a little pause on a Wednesday, catches his breath. What's up, Eric Tate? How you doing? No score, first intermission, leaves first jet. Chambers, I admit I'd been watching that leading into the show tonight. Strong first period. Jets, one of the best teams in the league. I actually have a Jets hat just off to out of my reach here, but I'm kind of a closet Jets fan. So if anyone can beat the Leafs, it's the Jets. I'm okay with it. But right now the Jets are cooking. The Leafs are not. Not surprised. Just let you, KJ, Conman 167 is in Canada. Conman's a Canadian? I know Conman as far as his presence. I know a lot of Canadians that do this very well, including Santi. Good shout out to him. But I had no idea Conman was a Canadian. None at all. Curious. Us Canadians love our wrestling. What can we say? Not excited. Oilers going to beat the Penguins 17-game win streak. There's a team that just absolutely turned it around, folks. I mean, when you're down and out, never give up. This team is on fire. Swerve when I drive. I got Suzuki. It doesn't have to be a long match, I hope. I got a feeling it's going 10 to 15. We'll probably go through, well, I guess we're not going through commercial breaks on this one. I think, again, sometimes, and looking at the card tonight, I think we're set up for some longer matches, some very competitive back and forth matches, not very much in the way of squash or shorter matches. We'll see what Wardlow does tonight as well. That's intriguing to me. Copeland's chest is going to be very red. Yes, it is. Absolutely. James, good to see you. I'm just meh about this Cope challenge. Not looking forward to Swerve squashing a Jeff Hardy. Again, I don't think Swerve's going to squash him. I don't. I'll be shocked if he does. Will he win? Yes. Will this somehow maybe potentially lead to a deeper dive into this heel Jeff Hardy? Do we want to see a heel Jeff Hardy? Are we hoping, yes, this is what we've all been waiting for, a heel turn from Jeff Hardy? I don't know. But Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy proving that if you go on social media and complain enough, your boss will listen. For the love of God, please don't bring back Willow. Chambers, it's a possibility, my guy. Anyone out there like, yeah, bring back Willow? Anybody? We'll see. But with all that being said, folks, I'm getting the warning here. So the show is about to begin. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy, like I said. Make sure you let us know what's on your wrestling mind as I have the opening credits or the opening video to AEW Dynamite tonight. Curious to see what's going to kick off this show, to be 100% honest with everybody. Nick, good to see you. Welcome. Roddy is present. Bueller, anybody? What's up, CK? Smile Mark back in the house. Over under 3 Netflix references on Dynamite. Yeah, we'll see. That's not bad. All these comments, I see a lot of people out there like, Tony ran WWE off cable. Did everyone forget about the 2 other shows that are doing quite well? Did everyone forget that, SmackDown's not going anywhere yet? Anybody? Somebody? Anybody? But here comes Samoa Joe. Looking like a badass. That's how you start a show. Let's go. Expect the chop fest, 100%. 100%. We're going to get a lot of chops. We're going to get a forehead-to-forehead spot where both men are just growling at each other. That's going to happen. I love the Acclaimed. So looking forward to seeing them in action. Yeah, I'm happy to see the Acclaimed in action. I'm a big fan of the Acclaimed. I do feel like they lost a lot of their gusto, so to speak, in the last little while. They haven't been booked the greatest. The trios division is pretty much obsolete outside of one-off matches here and there. So yeah, it'll be good to see. It'd be really, really ironic if they lose tonight, but they shouldn't. But here's Joe. What has Joe got to say, folks? Over under 3 next. I got that one. I guess doesn't want to make it seem like a long match. Yeah, weird. Commercial free is very interesting there. Joe. What's up, Easy Bake? Brother Fluff Salisbury, how are you? Eric Tate, welcome back. No stories, just random matches. How am I supposed to be emotionally invested? Scott, this is the ongoing debate with AEW, and I'm going to try and catch what Joe's saying, but I will address this a little further. And I think that's my struggle with AEW in 2024 right now, is you're bringing back the ranking system. You have a lot going on. Again, not bad matches, but nothing that I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be, this is it. We'll see. No Sky Blue. Nah. So I guess your rating is going to be low. Take C Money's ranking system. Okay. So wait. Somebody clarify what Joe just said to start this. Jay White needs the title and has Seth Rollins level potential. Jay White is outstanding, and I think he's been, I don't want to say fumbled, but they forgot to turn the light on. We got Hook coming out. They showed the Hook signal, but there was no light. Am I wrong? Did somebody forget? Where's Commissioner Gordon? Somebody get Commissioner Gordon on the phone. The Hook signal did not light up. And why is this happening right now? JV, I did not notice that. Hook's got a mic. We're getting a Hook Joe chance right now. Hook Joe. Last week, you won. I lost. Why is he talking like Encino Man? What's up, Easy Bake? I got that one already. Small Mark, that's funny about the Edmonton Oilers. Yeah, Knobloch did some nothing a good Knobloch can't fix, right? TK did sign Draglistico. That is correct. Joe's saying, get this kid out of my ring. Get the unworthy out of my ring. And Hook tossing some security guards around. Proud Papa complimenting the T-Bone. Yeah, the Hook light was real dim. The Hook light was a struggling. My friends. I have no idea what that was about. Very, again, you're going to do something, do it right. Okay, so is that the whole segment? Joe said, superstar. I'll be damned. They're doing a Rumble. Really? Okay, so that was the whole Joe segment. So they're doing a number one contender thing? Is that happening? Did I hear that correctly? Somebody was late on the trigger, or the lighting wasn't as such. So for a company that the lights always go out in, you think they'd, oops. But we're getting a face-to-face interview between Tony Storm and Deonna Purrazzo, Jeff Hardy and Swerve Strickland tonight. And back to Where was it? There you go. I'm going to talk about this one. So up next, right now, with Joe at ringside. So Joe came out to cut a promo. Wasn't much of one. Hook interrupted, beat up some security guards, and now we're getting Adam Page versus Penta. And Joe wants a view of his potential competition. So the interesting thing about your comment, Scott, is this. There aren't very many stories right now. The biggest story they had coming out of 2023 was the double. That's come to an end. And to me, it hasn't continued very well, partially due to the fact that Adam Cole is hurt, but also because the people that are mad at the devil and his friends haven't gone after the devil and his friends. They're in this little let's make a gang thing. You know, originally the first night after World's End, they all wanted to beat up Adam Cole and the Kingdom, and it's just kind of fallen by the wayside. Not much story to it. But my question is, if you are an AEW hardcore fan, do you give a shit that there's no stories? Maybe the central focus of the core audience, which again is dwindling, maybe they don't want stories. Maybe they don't need stories. They don't care for an angle. Now, as a lifelong wrestling fan, the money is in the angle. And if you guys don't believe me, go check out what happened on Monday. And if people don't like what happened on Monday between Punk and Cody, go look at the views it got. Go look at the social media presence that clip has. Go check it out. People are paying attention. No big match. Nobody jumped off the stage. Nobody went through a table. Nobody was caught on fire. There was no exploding shoes. And everybody wants to know. Everybody's clicking on it. Everyone's paying attention to it. Millions of people want to see. People are curious. But maybe that's just not for everybody. And that's okay. But I really struggle because all these matches with no angle, with no purpose, like for Tony Khan to go public and be like, I can't believe you booked Jinder versus Seth. Well, I mean, if there has to be a rhyme or a reason based on the booking standard that he's setting, why is Penta going to be in the ring against Page tonight? Why is Adam Copeland is doing a Cope challenge because instead of fighting Christian or chasing Christian around the buildings, he's going to fight a bunch of randoms to prove that he works harder than Christian. And if I was the heel Christian, my argument would be, well, you're dumb. Like, right? You're going to fight a bunch of people that don't matter to prove to me that you're better than me. But I have the belt and you're not even fucking with me. I'm struggling. Why do their mics seem low quality? I didn't catch that, MDB, but we will talk about it. But yeah, that's my question for the chat. And Scott, great point. How do you emotionally get invested? Yeah, I like these guys. Yeah, they're going to do some cool shit. But where is the substance? Where is the steak behind the sizzle? Joe and Taz are great. But I will take a prediction. Who do you got? You got Hangman or Penta? I imagine Hangman's going to win this one no matter what happens. I heard there's less than 2K at this show tonight. There is. Last week was one of the lowest shows ever. I believe there's about 1,900 people that bought tickets to tonight's event. So again, if you are an AEW fan, if you're an AEW booker, that should concern you. And you should be asking yourself, why are people not coming to the shows? Again, the diehard fan base will say, who cares? But it should matter. I want to go back to the days when there was, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 people. A lot of talk about, Sting's last match, Revolution, Greensboro, 16,000 tickets gone. I want that all the time for AEW. I want Tony to put together such a good show that people can't wait to go to the show. But if you were sitting at home this weekend, like, AEW's in my town, what's on the show tonight? Or what's on the show on Wednesday? And you see a bunch of random matches. Is it enough to make you drop money? Is it enough to make you get in your car and drive to the arena? I don't know, folks. It's all questions. I don't have a lot of answers, but I do have a lot of questions. Hook's hair sucks. Bieber called. He wants his hair back. Yeah, real dim. What's up, Jordan? How you doing? How you doing? Pal, welcome back. Jordan Smith, how you doing? How you doing? Shout out to Big Nick as well. Love it. Why do their mics seems low quality? I never figured that out yet. We'll talk about it. This Vince book, this segment. Yeah, I think you meant did. The skinniest security guards came. That's the thing. Remember when Wardlow got over? The next thing he did was beat up security guards. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's next for Hook. But we got Hangman looking down at Joe. In control right now of Penta. I'm sorry, I can't take Hook serious. He looks like your average mall shoplifter. JV, you got a good point. And I still argue this, and people can take it for what it's worth. I'm just a guy with a microphone hanging out on YouTube. But here's my take on it. You got Hook, you got Dante Martin, you got Daniel Garcia, you got Wheeler Yuta. Instead of taking these young guys, these young, skinny, smaller guys, nice move by Penta. I love Penta, by the way. On a positive note, big fan of Penta. I wish he'd win this match. I wish him and Alex Abrahantes would get more airtime, but they won't. But would they not, if you took all that young talent like Hook and such, and you really stacked up Ring of Honor and really made it something, and I still say it, Friday night should be Ring of Honor Rampage. And when you tune in there, it's got an NXT vibe. It's got a Ring of Honor vibe. The future, the guys that aren't quite ready for the main roster, guys that need to mature a little, and girls that aren't quite ready for the next level. And you have a feeder system. I mean, damn, I'm all for it. But yeah, Hook, Joe, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. If it was a fight in a parking lot, Joe would snap Hook's neck in a minute. That's my issue. Now, right now in the ring, two grown-ass men going back and forth, I can get behind that. And you know what? It's the same thing I felt about, and I still at days feel like it, but that was the Dom Mysterio problem, right? Dominic Mysterio joins the WWE, hangs out with his dad, and he's trying to take on Bobby Lashley. It looks stupid. I don't like it. It's too much disbelief. Unless one of them's like some master martial artist with some, superpowers. I don't get it. But we're heading into picture-in-picture, folks. Let me know. What are you thinking about tonight? Meaty Joe. Definitely. I am taking Hangman. I figure Hangman's not going to lose to Penta. Penta kind of doesn't get booked great. Robert, go AEW. I'm down. Let's go. I want it to cook, folks. I'm waiting for it to cook. Adam for the win, I guess. Yeah, does anyone... I like Penta. I think Penta's great. But based on previous history, I just don't imagine that Penta's going to pick up a win here tonight. It's empty. That's why it looks dark. Facts. That's why you think the hook signal would have worked a little bit better. But, yeah, no, at the end of the day, MDB, I liked when they were at Daly's Place. And you guys in the chat can let me know how you feel about it. But when they went back to Daly's Place and you had that more, you had that smaller space, that smaller environment, and you filled it, it was a lot better, wasn't it? It felt a lot better, didn't it? The energy in the building, it resonated better. It was, what's the word I'm looking for? But it was more intimate, might be the wrong word, but you were right on top of the action and you could feel the energy from the audience. It was an excellent energy from the audience. That's what you want for these shows. When you're in the bigger buildings and you got to push everybody to the front, I think something gets lost a little bit. So, I mean, another little bit of advice for Tony is really consider smaller venues. It doesn't hurt. And we recently watched what TNA has done to start 2024. And those shows feel live. They feel energized. They feel jacked right now. and they play to the audience they have. They're not renting out giant buildings because they know they can't sell the tickets. JV saying there's a giant echo. As if anybody who's just tuning in, by the way, I see over 100 people with us right now. Make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe, be a part of the family, join all the fun, folks. We do this every night. But Penta looks to be, eating a boot in picture. Dun, dun, dun. Adam for the win. Got that one. Why is Swerve sharing a spotlight with Hangman Page? I believe this. And to me, it's an example of some of the problems with the booking as far as the top talent go in AEW. Adam Page can't get over by himself. Adam Page, even with the AEW crowd, had lost his way. He wasn't really connecting. He was cutting promos that didn't really resonate with the fans. So you have Swerve hot as fuck. So what do? You tack one of your OGs, one of your boss's favorite people get in on that. He really shouldn't be in on that. Swerve should have put Hangman to bed and moved on to Joe. And that's what we should be getting. If you want to maximize the interest from the fan base, Joe versus Swerve straight up. Just like when we had the Four Pillars match, it should have been Darby versus MJF straight up. But Tony Khan has allegiances to certain fans, certain people, and he refuses. Jericho gets title shots. Jericho gets main events. Jericho gets whatever he wants. The EVPs get put in stuff that, for better or for worse, whether it draws money or doesn't draw money, they're going to get booked. Adam Page is another example. Tony loves him. He's an OG. I don't dislike Page. I really, really like old school Ring of Honor Page. Wow. Death Valley Driver, 2. We got a 2. James, I'm in Raytown. I am close to the stadiums. There you go. And welcome, Mike. Welcome, Jacob, James, MDB. If anyone I didn't say hello to yet, I know Smile Mark's here. I think Bash 8's back. Mega, Pal, Damien, of course. Keyshawn, waiting for some Jeff Jarrett. Randolph, welcome. What do you got? When fans jump the barricades, it's big security dudes that tackle them in seconds. But when they try to break up wrestlers, they send the skinniest refs because wrestling. LOL. You're not wrong, my friend. You're not wrong. Hangman now biting. There's a lot of biting. I wonder if John Moxley going to get upset that Hangman's biting. By the way, there is no Moxley schedule tonight, which would be quite rare of a non-Moxley evening. AEW needs better angles. They need angles. If anybody out there right now, outside of, I'm trying to think. No, there are no angles. There are no angles. Even the angle that you could have set up with the EVPs and Sting, they killed that with their interview with Renee. We have no problem with Sting. We're just going to wrestle him. Okay. They cut a promo on a guy that's invisible, but anybody out there, I'm listening. I know we got some real hardcore AEW fans, and we love you. I love you too. But I'm just curious. What are the big angles right now? What are the big stories? Anybody? I'll wait. Nice power bomb. There you go. Match picking up. Coming out of the break. There you go. Hangman has no claim to anywhere near any title. And again, you could make your other titles interesting. Right now, Christian Cage doesn't really have an opponent. I think Edge and Christian, the storyline's there, but it's kind of been put on the back burner a little bit, right? We're not getting the follow-ups, right? We're not getting the, and sometimes people say, well, we get too much of the same people facing each other on the other company. But when you're in a rivalry with them, you should be connected to that person. That's not to say you can't have a side match or a throwaway match or a match that allows a heel to come in and screw you or vice versa. But like Edge and Christian's story, did that fizzle out? Uh-oh. going for the gotch. Oh no, he was. Oh, he puts Penta back in the ring. Big boot. Misses the buckshot. Oh! We got a two. We got a two. Nice, 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 nice. There you go. There you go. They need better everything. Shit. Well, they're having a really good match to start this show tonight. I'll give it credit. I'll give it credit. You got to give it credit where it's due. Who's Adam? All I see is Magnum Page. I like it. I like it. Somebody told the AEW talent facial hair is the key to success, clearly. No, the women's division ain't bad in AEW. The CX. I don't know what you were specifically responding to. Deadeye on the apron. Down goes Penta to the floor. But Penta gets right back up. No sells the Deadeye and gets hit with a moonsault. If I'm being picky. And here it comes. Miss. Big clothesline. Back outside, and we're going to do it again. Don't love that. The AEW women's division has talent. I would argue that, again, with lack of story, lack of interest, lack of intrigue. Tony Storm's a phenomenal talent, a phenomenal personality. As Adam Page hits 2 buckshot lariats and gets the 1, 2, 3. Joe's not looking impressed. But yeah, I mean, the women's division's there, and people keep telling me about all the talent that's in the women's division. But I would argue, and I feel like the WWE is doing a better job with their women. NXT is doing a better job with their women. TNA is doing a better job with their women. That's my humble opinion, and I'm open for debate. Alex Abrahantes checking on Penta and Page. Magnum staring down Joe. What type of professional wrestler doesn't take advice from legends? Hangman is a dumbass. Again, even if you did that, I don't know. I think the silly part of it for me, all right, I feel like I'm doing good enough, which is ridiculous. But saying it out loud, like telling people, like, yeah, well, we don't listen to advice. Why would we? Why would we listen to they don't know what they're doing. And I mean, by all standards, then Joe's title reign won't last long. Well, there goes Page. I like the shot of Joe with the belt, though. Up next, Wardlow, Trent Beretta. So, folks, we are going to commercial break. I will take a second to remind everybody we are back tomorrow for TNA. Oh, actually, we're not. We're going to Orange Cassidy. Okay. And Renee Paquette in the back. 1-0. 1-0. That predictions title, by the way, if you're new here, the predictions championship will be on the line Saturday. But there's only 4 matches, so I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I might have to come up with a Rumble point system. Give me a day. All right. So it's going to be Roderick Strong against Orange Cassidy. Even Orange Cassidy points out that's like 6 weeks away, my guy. Close only counts in horseshoe and hand grenades. Facts. Absolutely. Tony versus Liona are trying with the dojo. I mean, we're trying to build it up. We're trying to build it up, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hi, Melody. Did you just say hi to yourself? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There you go. What's up, Big Nick? I don't know what your comment meant, so I'm just clicking away from it for a second. Lots of people in this chat. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. As we are officially going into commercial break, I love when the talent points out the flaws in the booking. Yeah, Broad and Strong wants to fight, but that's like 6 weeks away. I find it very interesting, even with Sting's match, no angle, no build to the Revolution. Like, we're just telling us at Revolution, Sting's going to wrestle. At Revolution, Roddy's going to wrestle. At Revolution, yeah, it's not my favorite. Just checking in. We are well, Scott. I hope you are doing well, sir. Let's go, Hangman. All right, all right, all right. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? I lost my footnote. What do you think Darby and Sting will say tonight? I don't think they're going to say much. I think they're going to start talking, and they're probably going to get interrupted by EVPs. That would be my theory, but it will be a lot of that. I think so. Dom fight Roman to a 20-minute match. That's what AEW does. Yeah, Dominic Mysterio going toe-to-toe with Roman Reigns doesn't make sense. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. I cannot get invested in it. Yeah, Dom getting involved as a schmarmy, shit-faced, troublemaking heel, that I can get behind. That makes sense. Edge and Suzuki will be good, but ain't it a problem that Edge versus Suzuki is happening because Edge will have fun, no other reason? Yeah, Richard, here's my take on that, and it's simple. And I will remind everybody we are in a commercial break. My issue with the fun part of this is the same thing. When people were publicly critical of Sting and Darby versus the Young Bucks, you got to blow up your own booking. You got to come out and let everybody know Sting did this. Sting picked it. And you don't, as fans, as wrestling fans, we don't need to know all the inner workings of what's happening backstage. But when you're insecure, you overcompensate. And Tony has to come out or leak it to a Meltzer or, oh, this was Sting's choice. It was Sting. Well, the same thing here. Yeah, if you let the wrestlers do whatever they want and have fun, great. But if it doesn't help sell tickets, if it doesn't help, move a rating, if it doesn't get people invested, who cares? Yes, this match probably won't be bad, but what does it mean? What does it lend to the company? Are people who never watch this show, if you've never watched a minute of AEW and you were on Instagram today or Twitter or TikTok and you noticed they were like, Edge is going to take on Suzuki, would that make you tune in? Would that bring new people to this show? I don't think so. I don't. Sorry. Most people would be like, who's Adam Copeland? Who's Edge fighting? Who's the guy with the funny haircut? Speaking of funny haircuts, the EVPs, as we come back from commercial break, they're handed a piece of paper. Oh, are they looking at the show format, I suppose? When I was a kid, okay, you guys are talking to each other. AEW just needs to admit that they're more NXT and TNA more than Raw and SmackDown. They don't have to admit that. We know the truth, but they don't have to admit that. They have every right to find their lane. The problem is when they reach out of their lane until they get into the next lane, right? And that's the problem for Tony. Is Tony's trying to fight it's like Samoa Joe versus Hook. Samoa Joe's the WWE. Hook is AEW. Just put your hand on his forehead and watch him swing. What is this? So the Young Bucks are in the backstage and are razzing the talent. What is this, man? What the ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, somebody help me. Somebody help me. What was that? What is that shit? Scott, cruise this weekend. Gonna rep wrestling for life with the shirts of the shirts. Dude, I love you for it. I appreciate it. You got to send us some pictures. We got to see you. Enjoy that cruise. Let everybody know about the Wrestling for Life Network. We are rolling along, folks. And I see a shit ton of people hanging out with us here tonight. Up next, Trent Beretta is taking on Wardlow. We're not quite sure why, but I'm in for it. Anybody got an opinion on what we just had to watch? That was fucking bad. Bum, 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 bum. Predict. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I know I'm missing a lot of this chat, but remember, super chat, super stickers. You want to stand out. No selling finishers on high impact moves ruins it for me. It's basically Cirque du Soleil, not even wrestling. Oh, here comes the Undisputed Kingdom. Cole on crutches. I like Cole's t-shirt. I'm so ready. There you go. Dun, dun, dun. 0-1. I'd rather take the loss. Fair enough. Fair enough. No Swerve. Starks push. Only Paige Garcia. Yeah, I mean, again, it gets confusing. And it's not that we don't like the wrestlers within AEW. It's just the ones we seem to like don't seem to get the love that they should. Did the AEW title always have side plates? No, that was a new thing. That was a new thing, JV. And a lot of people have talked about that. So I like the side plates, but I believe that was new to Joe. Orange Cassidy got it. Deonna and Tony will meet face to face, but will Deonna not fight Maria May, who she upstaged in her debut? Richard, I would imagine that would be the natural selection, the natural succession to this. You go from, you want to fight her, you got to get through Maria or Mariah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But we are ding, ding, ding all set here. Pineapple Cassidy. I almost bought the international title from my belt maker because it had one in stock, but then I remembered. This is the most he ever said, but he's right. He's like, oh man, he's even bored with the build. But I guess Trent is fighting Wardlow because Orange Cassidy is going to fight Roddy. And Wardlow is decimating Trent Beretta, who I love Trent Beretta. I really love Trent Beretta, but man, not happening. Cassidy is the most awkward promo ever. It's his style, man. Sonny, how you doing? How you doing? New subscriber with that new subscriber smell. I love it. Hook's kids back. Hook's kids backs are going to hurt after that Joe slam on the table. Yeah, Joe, that Uranagi on the table was brutal. Brutal. Oh, Trent fighting back. Couple drop kicks. And then gets punched in his face as he comes up over the top rope. Yeah, I'm going to... MDB, that one's for you. Wardlow for the win. Let's be honest here, dude. AEW is like an indie show. Nothing wrong with them, but they don't need to be on cable. I don't want them to leave cable. I really don't, Chair. I just want them to stop being so predictable. I mean, I think Real just said WWE is predictable. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like Tony Khan is booking more like Vince McMahon than Triple H is. We know what's coming. We knew Adam Cole was going to be the devil. We know, even the stuff that we don't know, Tony Khan gives away, in media scrums or some reporter reports it. Yeah, I don't know. I think AEW is becoming a more predictable product. The only thing that's unpredictable is what random people are going to fight this week. Let's be honest here, dude. All right, we'll just skip past that. When Raw goes to Netflix, are they going to have ads on the show? Rumor is maybe not. I don't know if you might have to pay extra to get the commercial-free content, but that is huge news. If they could do Raw without commercials, other than their own little promo packages and such, I'd be out. That would save 40 minutes right there. Kaun, I believe. You can let me know if I said that wrong. Hi from Toronto, a fellow Torontonian. I love it. I love it. Bama Beard, good to see you. Dom with a Steve Blackman gimmick. There you go. I like that. I like that. We are back in picture, by the way. I kind of wish, I like Trent, but I wish Wardlow would have squashed this by now. Jay Briscoe would be 40, would be his 40th birthday tomorrow. Yes, his brother just celebrated a birthday. We talked about the passing of Jay the other day. And again, thoughts and prayers out to his entire family. A sad day. And yeah, to think 40, he'd be my age. Like, it is sad, man. And it still is. And, last week, one of the rare times on this channel, I literally had to, hide the tears because if it doesn't touch your heart, nothing ever will. There's only 2,000 people in Savannah, Georgia, KJ. Facts. All right, Damien. Damien, that's funny. I'll give you a star on that one. Booker T is awful. Just have Joe say whoever has the most wins before Revolution, they get a title shot. Oh, TK booking. I think he said Booker T. Read that completely wrong, my friend. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're already setting this up, but just have Joe say whoever has the most wins before Revolution. No, you have Adam Page fight Swerve 2 weeks from tonight. Page versus Swerve 3. A grudge match of epic proportion, and the winner of that match will get Joe at Revolution. Why not? That's how you make people tune into your shows. That's how you make people buy tickets. Oh shit, Swerve and Page are going to go again? Last time they did, man bled in his mouth. I got to see that match. Is that not the way to do it? And then the winner has a rightful claim to go after Joe. You don't have to water it down with a triple threat. You don't have to make it complicated. Just two men, mono a mono. Again, that's what this company needs. That type of booking. I already got that one. But once again, thank you for the super chat. And I promise, folks, I'm trying to get to all the comments and I'm catching up. But keep it coming. Keep it coming. And be like Scott. Give us a super chat. Awful. AEW Steiner for the W. I don't even know what that means. EVPs have lost their marbles. Listen, if you're in the chat right now, and I know there's some very hardcore tribalists that hang out with us, are you liking what the Young Bucks are doing? Let's talk about that. Because, man, that sucked. It's not good, guys. It's not believable. It's two guys doing community theater on TV. Oh, wait, what? Trent uses a chair, but 90 people are distracting the ref. There you go. There you go. I don't want to see Wardlow in competitive matches. I like corny angles. Like angles done by Jim Cornette? Is that what you mean? No, I got you. The young pricks. There you go. KJ, what happened? You are blowing up with this chat. It's what we do. We're getting bigger by the minute, Paul Carpenter. And Wednesdays have been good to us. So shout out to everyone here, everyone who's new. Make sure you join us. We are the wrestling friends you can't get in real life. And we are the wrestling utopia. We don't block you for disagreeing with us. We don't shun you for not agreeing. We will fight and we will debate and we will argue. As long as you keep it clean, we are open for business every day of the week, folks. But yes, Paul, thank you for pointing it out. Blown up like a mofo. So Wardlow is the heavy for the kingdom. Yes, except he's a pretty average heavy at this point. He's strong. Big Nick. It's like you're right here next to me, guy. They thought that was good. I want to know how many takes that took, and that's the best take they had. We did 20 takes, and that's the best we had. Man, that's my question, right? Like, that's what you ran with. And again, it's nothing. It's just, it's not funny. I don't think it's supposed to be funny, but it just comes off. Wow, what a knee by Wardlow. I can't buy it. I can't. Maybe there's people on other channels right now going, "This is amazing," but I don't see it. I don't see it. What's up, Anthony? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I love the side plates. All companies should have them. I like it. Our resident belt friend. And a huge power bomb, and emphatically and finally Trent Beretta is put down. And the Undisputed Kingdom seems thrilled. Orange Cassidy hasn't changed his expression in any way, shape, or form. So we're not sure if he's mad, happy, or sad, or in between. I have no idea. Dun, dun, dun. I haven't done that yet tonight. You made me do it. Dun, dun, dun. The Young Yucks. Pretend the EVPs is their storyline. It should be easy. That real life. What is happening? Yeah, I know. Okay. So a bit of a stare down. Oh, Trent pushed. Yes. I've been dying for Trent to turn heel. Trent should join the kingdom. Let's go. Wardlow for the win. Yeah, I'd say EVP's lost their marbles. I don't think they ever had them. I'll talk about it in a second. I'll give you my a little bit of a take on it. I like AEW wrestlers. They don't get the proper screen time. I think there's a lot of talent. Look on the screen right now. Wardlow's talented. Roddy's talented. Cole's talented but hurt. The Kingdom, you made a big deal about bringing in the Kingdom. They're a good tag team. They should not be the Ring of Honor champions. They should be the AEW tag team champions. And they should be badasses and they should win matches. And if you put them on your TV every week, more people would want to watch them. Trent is great. I want Trent to be a heel one day. Orange Cassidy can go. Love or hate his gimmick, he can wrestle. There's a lot of talent. And going back to the Young Bucks and tying this all together, CX, here's my dilemma. If anyone out there grew up playing organized sports of any kind or were involved in any type of group activity as a child, and the person running or organizing or coaching had children or relatives on the team, and those players or those people were getting stage time or playing time or field time, and the good players weren't, that's what the EVPs feel like. They feel like the fucking coaches' kids of wrestling, right? Like, there's so much more talent on this show. Wait, Saturday, Danielson versus Nagata. All right. WWE signing Okada, and Tony's booking every other Japanese wrestler he can find. But that's what it feels like to me. That's what Daniel Garcia feels like. That's what Sammy Guevara feels like. That's what Chris Jericho. Actually, Chris Jericho feels like the coach that won't take himself out of the play. But that's what it feels like. It feels like that favoritism, that nepotism of like, man, if you would just play the good players, we'd be a better team. But the coach has his kid pitching and he sucks. And that's what this feels like to me. As we are getting a promo package for Adam Copeland and Suzuki. Commercial free. Man, this blows my mind. Blows my fucking mind. Yes. So Wardlow is just the heavy for the kingdom. I got that real. He doesn't feel like he's a part of the group, though, and which is odd because we've kind of been down this road with Wardlow. I love Wardlow. I think he should have beat Trent faster. I think Wardlow should dominate. I want to get the Wardlow that was sitting at the top of the cage and had the entire building standing on their feet chanting for him. I want to go back to the Wardlow that when Wardlow was coming out like Goldberg and the fans were giving us the Wardlow chants. I want that Wardlow. But here comes Deonna Purrazzo, the virtuosa. This will be interesting. I just spotted a cage match in the rafters. Interesting. Wardlow went to MJF Tanning Salon. Damn. Deonna Purrazzo looking like $1,005,000 tonight. You guys are right. This feels like a house show. Yeah, I mean, I think we grew up in that era where when you would go to a house show, you get matches you don't normally get or don't usually get. And you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. You know, so-and-so fought, you know, this guy and this guy fought. We don't usually see that on TV. And that's kind of what this kind of it feels to like a thrown together spot matches. But here's Toni Storm, your women's champion. I'm a big fan of both these women, so I hope this is good. Yeah, no, AEW cannot go anywhere. All my criticisms on Wednesdays are because I want it to do better, because I want them to be so good that they fuck with the WWE. That when Tony Khan says we are competition, that, you know, we're moving the needle, that WWE legitimately has to take notice instead of just laughing at them. Like, that's what it feels like. And I want AEW to excel. I want it to succeed. I want it to be up there. Right now, they're fucking around with TNA and NXT. They have nothing on Raw. They have nothing on SmackDown right now. And it's getting worse, not better. Oh, Tony's saying there's so much more to shame about you, tapping into the recent controversy of poor Deonna being shamed online. It's called legitimate criticism. We aren't haters. We just want to see good wrestling. Facts. Facts. That's what we do here. Listen, if you go back and watch the Monday stream, when I closed out Monday night show, I was pissed off at Triple H. I was pissed off with the main event. I was pissed off at R-Truth. And that's fair. I criticized all of it. It sucked. The way they ended Raw on Monday night was shit. Now here I'm on, like, you know what I mean? It's all equal. It's across the board. There's a difference between complaint and critique reel. Absolutely. And if you can't figure that out, well, you might have to untwist your boxers from your crack and find a smile. Finally, Deonna Purrazzo, I love you. Finally, someone says, this is fucking crazy, right? That's what I've been waiting for. Someone to call her out. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Every match is the same. Yeah. I know somebody mentioned WWE being repetitive, but yet in every AEW match, I get a chop spot, a back and forth spot. You know, again, the matches are repetitive, never mind the actual show. All right, I'm going to try and get back to square one here. Folks, I promise I'm not ignoring you. I think the difference there is because are utterly confused with your gripes. WWE is the best it's been in a long time right now. And so we see your gripes as tribalistic. Yeah, okay. And I'll touch on that in a second. KJ, the only reason that you're the champ is because Big Nick doesn't want to work Wednesdays. There you go. There you go. Give him the belt, folks. Give him the belt. AEW don't use their top people every week. WWE does a great job with that. I think AEW has too many people on the roster in TK. I know, but I keep hearing this thing, Chris, and welcome to the channel, by the way, about, you know, oh, they're showing her tattoo. What it was. Wait, what is happening here? The black and white is flickering. They have matching tattoos? Oh, they have matching tattoos. As much as it's like there's too many people on the roster, but he's trying to make, I don't feel like he's trying to make everyone happy. He's just a certain core group that he's very loyal to, and the rest of the people are fringe. Doesn't matter how good they are, doesn't matter how over they are. But Deonna taken down. Mariah, get in there, Mariah. All we want for Christmas is you. Get in there. 2-0, 1-0. That match was way longer than it needed to be, 100%. That match was too competitive. I completely agree, Christopher. 2-0. Who runs Gorilla Position? It's Tony. I believe it's Tony. And Deonna holds up the belt as Tony and crew run away. There you go. There you go. Okay, I like that. I give them points for that. That was a good segment. Yeah, I think that the tribalist feel, and I know some people have chimed in on this about it, is what I get frustrated with especially the AEW hardcore skid marks. The ones that really dig in, they got this view of WWE and won't even give it a chance. So you get something that's really cooking, and they find a reason why it shouldn't, or they shit on it for no reason, but will then cheer on subpar product. And I think that's the problem for me, right? Do you ever have a friend, you hang out and you guys indulge in vitamins together, but whatever vitamins he have is the best ones. No matter what you bring to the table, he's got that shit, this shit right here. That's that guy. That's what it feels like. Is it doesn't matter what either company does. That's amazing, and this is shit. When we break down every single show, that's what gives us the right to have that opinion in both directions. And again, if you can't be open-minded, it's just WWE has done me dirty for so long that I will never like it, then so be it. That's all we got. People, we mad Cody and Punk use real material outside of AEW to build a feud, but they are going to hype up the Bucks using corny inside jokes only IWC would know. Yeah, but okay, wait, Keyshawn. But Cody and Punk didn't really use outside material. They used their real life. They talked about Dusty. They talked about bringing things up, but I thought they did a really good job of AEW never existed. This is about me and you right now, Rumble, heading to the Mania. I don't give a shit about that. The Bucks, the Jack Perrys, the Hangmans, if they want to dwell on what happened in 2022, 2023, do that. But we're moved past that. We're going to go be on the grandest stage of them all in a couple months, and we'll see y'all there. That's what it feels like. 2-0. The AEW EVPs have small marbles, tiny marbles. Ever blessed, giving some love to Nick. KJ analyzing and breaking down the state of AEW is in AEW benefited way more than we released from the lockdown. When we realized from the lockdown, I think if the lockdown had never happened, I think AEW would have crippled faster. Yeah, I mean the lockdown, I thought AEW did amazing the lockdown. And even little things like they putting their wrestlers in the crowd to give us a little bit of a feel. To me, it's more than that. When Tony Khan entered the wrestling world, for fans like me, I had given up on wrestling. I dabbled. I watched once in a while. I'm tired. I'll throw Raw on and fall asleep to it. I'll watch replays. I'll watch it 2 days after it happened. But when AEW comes into play, you have an old, lazy, I don't give a fuck Vince McMahon booking repetitive. And this is where guys like Real, I know you're here listening, and I appreciate your opinion, my friend. But this is what I think certain people like Real get stuck on is the old, hey, John Moxley. John Moxley is here. I said we weren't going to get John Moxley tonight. I lied. I like Tony Storm. Leave Tony Storm alone. See, I defend AEW. And I'll get back to my original point in a second, guys. See, Nick's even here on his night off, guys. He misses y'all so much. Okay. The GOAT. Yeah. Okay. Adam Copeland is the spear legend. Brooks, good to see you. I'll accept that. I like Edge. I like Adam Copeland. I don't love him fighting a whole bunch of under talent, but we'll talk, that is what it is. $20.24, 0 minutes for Baker. It's crazy. I like Britt. I know. I mean, I thought at the end of her run, it got stale, but I also thought that's a booking issue. I think there was times where, Jamie Hayter could have been in the forefront. Tony Storm could have been in the forefront. And it always seemed to circle around Britt Baker. So Moxley is going to fight Lee Moriarty on Friday. Again, not sure why. Back to my point about the fall or the changing or the AEW. When AEW hit and Tony Khan was like the Robin Hood of wrestling, stealing from the rich, giving to the poor, all us fans who were starving for something outside of the boring, repetitive bullshit booking of Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard and all the, Johnny Laryngitis. We were so sick of it. Wow, Taya Valkyrie and Johnny Elite. And they're running a couples gimmick. I swear to God, I'll make a point eventually, guys, but shit keeps happening. Taya Valkyrie, Deonna Purrazzo, sign me up right now. I'm in. So Taya Valkyrie is challenging Deonna Purrazzo and sealed with a kiss. All right, I'm going to quickly try and finish my long-winded point as Swerve is making his way out, so I will take a prediction on the match. But the fans were starving for a change in wrestling. Tony provided that. They offered us the best tag team wrestling we've ever seen. They offered us, Jericho gave it validity. It was chaos. It was carnage. It was so different that a lot of us got into it. I started this channel. I started going on Instagram and talking about wrestling because I was getting mad at the people that were shitting on AEW in the beginning. I was such a big fan of the show. And you guys watch me now criticize AEW, but I started doing all of this because of AEW. I wanted to defend AEW from the crowd. But I think the big change isn't the pandemic or coming out of the pandemic. I think it was the changing of the guard. As Vince McMahon got pushed out and Triple H started changing the narrative, that's when things got different. That's when things changed for Tony. And then Tony couldn't just throw whatever he wanted out on TV and it be better than WWE. WWE's products started getting better. They started improving. It started changing. So you got fans out there that are AEW diehards that just remember that Vince McMahon WWE. But to me, all this time later and into 2024, it doesn't feel like that anymore. Now Tony's being required to push his game up, be better, improve, do more. And I don't know if he can. And if you're leaning on guys like the Young Bucks instead of FTR, you got a problem. If you're leaning on Jericho instead of Swerve or Joe, which I mean, Joe's got the title, but if you're leaning on not as good talent, not as quality, and you're pushing the wrong guys and not having good angles, good stories, you're going to continue to lose ticket sales. You're going to continue to lose fans to the better product. But I got Jeff Hardy in the ring, and we are ready to go. So do we all see the black and white Justice at Home? Is it all in Tony's head? Is it in Tony's head? It's all in Tony's head, but she projects, and we all see it. And they did it tonight. We had a black and white tattoo. We had a colored tattoo. Black and white tattoo, colored tattoo. Deonna showing ankles. Whoo, whoo. But ding, ding, ding. We are all set. Jeff Hardy, Swerve. Who you got? Who you got? Who you got? Know what I find odd? And you guys can tell me if I'm wrong about this assessment. Samoa Joe is ringside for Adam Page. I do not believe Samoa Joe is ringside right now for Swerve. Does anybody see an issue with that, or is it just me? Deonna Purrazzo versus Taya Valkyrie next week on Dynamite. Yes! I'm all for that. Let's go. Book this shit. I'm in. Let them go. And then all the, the neckbeards out there can make stupid comments. But let this one go. This one's going to be good. KJ, you misunderstand my comment. The lockdown evened out the playing field for AEW. Fair enough. Absolutely. I see what you're saying. And I kind of ran on a tangent. I got you, my friend. But, yeah, as far as what they were presenting, yeah, that's a valid point. And arguably, AEW did better at that time because the Thunderdome with all the screens didn't feel nearly as good as AEW was doing. When you had like the ass boys in the crowd losing their mind every week, that had a better vibe during the pandemic than WWE did. So you got a very valid point there, my friend. Swerve for the win. Emo Swerve. Yeah, I don't know why Swerve went to Ronda Rousey's makeup lady. Swerve for the win. Swerve for the win. Swerve. Swerve, Jeff doesn't need to be in matches like this. Facts. You think Jeff would stay as far away from swerving as possible. Just saying. Jeff is wrestling too much. They're slowing, making him lose. They're slowly making him lose his aura like Jericho. Facts. You make it special. You make it a big deal. You put young tag teams over. But, hey, this is going to be a competitive match. And right now, to be honest, Swerve is supposed to be up here at the top of his game. He should beat Jeff Hardy handily. But anybody else want to chime in on my 2 cents here? Why is Samoa Joe not taking a vested interest in Swerve's match. Oh, Matt Hardy up on the apron. Yeah, it's going to be fire. I'm in. Swerve for the win. Emo Swerve. I like it. I like it. I like it. Dispatch should be a squash match. And still to come, Thunder Rosa taking on Red Velvet. We're getting a split crowd chant. What's up, Gilly? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Taya versus wrestlers like the Fight Forever glitch mode. All right, all right. I do me Inc. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Prince Nana is here. Attention to the screen, please. Facts. Crowd's pretty quiet. Johnny fill in the blank. Yeah, Johnny fill in the blank. But listen, I like Johnny, and I like Taya a lot. I think Taya is one of the best female wrestlers in the world. Johnny and Taya have had good wrestling matches. And when she came in and then she had that match with Britt and the fans shit all over Taya Valkyrie, and she had to go public about the fans being mean to her. And then we never really saw much of her since. Yeah, she's going to take a loss, disappear. I hate that idea, Bash. Man, they got to build up this women's division, right? Give us some side matches. Big neck breaker. And we got Thunder Rosa in action tonight, which I still wonder why Thunder Rosa hasn't gone up to Tony Storm and said, hey, you got my belt. But that's just me. As Swerve setting Jeff onto a chair. I'm glad Adam Morrison's back on TV. Swerve Strickland for the win. Sotea being fed. Yes. Oh, Jeff Hardy off the chair. Big clothesline. Taking out the feet. Who's mom? What? The big change was Cody leaving. Part of it. That's all part of a bigger problem. And I still say, like, in my humble opinion, if you remember, all of a sudden there was these stories coming out about Cody not getting along with the EVPs. And then the crowd started booing him more. Then it was he didn't want to be a heel, and they started booing him more. And I watched the other day, his last promo with AEW, and it's so apropos. If you go back and watch that, I highly recommend it. Thinking about where we are now in 2024, looking back at that promo, man, he knew. Malik, good to see ya. Come on, man. Johnny Nitro, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, Johnny Elite. Now is just Johnny. Name never changed. Just Johnny, straight up Johnny. He's Johnny Valkyria. Valkyrie? Valkyrie. I mixed him up with the bird lady. Swerve Strickland, he is 2-0 in 2024. Good to know. It should be 3-0, but we are in pitcher. And again, it's just weird decision-making a little bit. I'd have Joe at ringside for this match. Right now, Tony has told me that Adam Page is a bigger threat to Samoa Joe than Swerve Strickland is. That's what he's told me by what he set up here tonight. Bum, 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 bum. I'm loving it. Deonna Purrazzo versus Tia Valkyrie. Got that one. He's leaning on Orange Juice. Yeah, Orange Cassidy could give up that belt. You could have some really good rivalries and storylines for guys that don't get booked a lot if you took that belt off Orange Cassidy. You could try and make that IC belt something that mattered other than just Orange Cassidy's belt. Like, they could do better. Do you want Jeff Hardy to turn heel? Come on. Listen, I'm intrigued by it, Malik, but my issue with him turning heel is that, are you going to use him more? Will he just be a heel that's only on Rampage? Like, I don't know. At this point, a character change for Jeff Hardy that can't wrestle the way he used to. Matt Hardy can't wrestle the way he used to. Remember, AEW is supposed to be the cool, hip, young company, right? Not the old guys, not the washed up talent. Swerve should be getting over the younger talent. I mean, the Bucks aren't even young anymore. They should just be the Bucks. But that's my take. Jeff has a third eye on the side. Yeah, he's done that before. Are you implying what I think you're implying? Okay. I did wish Joe was watch Swerve's match because it means Joe fears Paige more and shouldn't be the case. Yeah, that's my vibe. That's what you're telling me. For Joe to be down there watching Paige and not watching Swerve, it's not a good vibe. It's inconsistent storytelling. Jeff Hardy's so old he wrestled on Raw season 1. Facts. Swerve, man. I'm guessing Swerve versus Matt Hardy is next. Yeah, probably. But Swerve doesn't need this match right now. Swerve should be taking out big names. But then again, that might be the issue. Tony Khan is about to swerve. MK Osborne. I quit watching wrestling in the 90s and started back when NWA and AEW came into play. Now I'm watching old stuff on YouTube and some WWE now. MK, very similar. I would say, I watched right through the 2000s. Yeah, and I think a lot of fans, you go through like ebbs and flows where you just kind of forget about it for a while. But then I feel like, into the 2010s, it really got bad. It really started to struggle. I know some of you guys, the heyday, like that was the WWE you remember, but those years of just no competition, and it just wasn't like, just watching, oh, we had this really good idea, but then Brock Lesnar showed up and fucked it up, or here's Goldberg to fuck it up. I was so frustrated as a WWE fan. So I understand NWA was cooking. We watch NWA on this channel, or we at least used to. It's on a downward swing, though, unfortunately. And AEW, I mean, it was cooked. It was cooking real well for a real long time. So I get it. I'm right there with you, my guy. But now we watch all the damn wrestling. Maybe Samoa Joe is not interested. Yeah, apparently not. It's just Swerve. Hangman. I'm worried about Hangman, but it's just Swerve. AEW are the Twitter wrestling fans. Why would you cheer for old star? A little ironic, right? And I mean, the same thing when, you make the announcement like, Edge is going to AEW, and the AEW fans are like, yes, that's not what the company was built on. The company was built on the stars that were anti-establishment or anti-WWE, right? You shouldn't be, Jeff Hardy's here. You should be booing Jeff Hardy because you want to see the homegrown talent. You want to see the Hobbses, the Wardlows, the Starks. You want to see that talent. As Swerve just pushes Jeff Hardy out of the ring. But Jeff ended up on the apron, not the floor. Joe opened the show. Maybe he was too lazy to go back. Facts, Bash. There you go. I'll take it. Sup, Rashad? Shout out to Big Nick. I know Big Nick's here somewhere. Big shout out to my guy. Shout out back to you, Rashad. I challenged Sky Blue in a banana pudding match. What is a banana pudding match? Like a big, you're my boy, Blue. Is that where we're going with this? Taya needs to be on TV. Taya is a talent. She's got charisma. She's got an attitude. She can wrestle. Taya being utilized. That's where I think I get mad. Oh, shit. Jeff dropping Swerve on the stairs. That's where I get mad, where I don't get Taya Valkyrie, but I get Riho. That's my frustration, right? Thunder Rosa comes back from injury and doesn't go after the champion for her belt. She goes and fights with fucking Abaddon on Collision and Rampage. Like, those are my beefs. It's not that I hate the wrestlers. I just hate the people that aren't putting the good wrestlers in the right spots. Jeff going to the top. And just air balls. Senton. Swanton. Remember, Zoe Stark started 2024 with a winning streak in WWE history. Her chances of winning the Royal Rumble are higher. Richard, pass the dude cheap on the left-hand side, my guy. And Jeff Hardy kicks out. Swerve getting pissed off. Thunder Rosa is great, but she is still having tune-up matches. I don't feel her anywhere near a title right now. Here's the thing, though, and I think maybe I'm greedy, but you know, we talk about CM Punk signs with WWE, and he has those tune-up matches on house shows. He has those tune-up matches. You know, he gets into the performance center and does some bumps and some reps. So I'm sorry, but you bring back the former world champion that never lost the belt and she acts like it never happened. That's a booking problem. Inside cradle, 2 count. A pretty good match. Not bad. Not bad, but okay. We haven't had Taya since Jade Cargill whooped her ass. Yeah, that's facts. There you go. And look, it's supposed to roll this right now. Look, exactly what's up. So you're supposed to roll that into the suplex. Swerve had to wait. He couldn't do it clean. Right? Jeff's blown up. Jeff's older. Jeff's hurting right now. So Swerve can't do his moves and look as cool as he usually does. As Swerve goes up, Jeff trying to get to his feet or an upright position, eats a stomp. It's over. And Swerve is your winner. Takes the W, folks. Let's fucking go. This match should have ended 5 minutes ago. Facts. I'm with you, Knoxville. Welcome. So up next, Thunder Rosa, Red Velvet. And I have a feeling what that means. Swear for the win. Got that one. What else we got? Jamie. How you doing? Do you think MJF shows up at the Royal Rumble? No. I'll be honest. I don't. However, one of the most epic things we could ever imagine happening is MJF showing up at the Royal Rumble. I don't believe it. I do. Now, people are talking about him not being on the roster page, which I find funny. Not being in the opening credits. Now, I cannot confirm or deny that. While the opening video package was on, I was talking to the chat. But MJF, if Tony Khan does not have MJF locked down long term, it is a big fucking problem for this company, guys. But would you argue, and I'm all ears, we got over 100 people here right now, are the shows missing something without MJF? And smart asses out there are going to go, yeah, we're missing MJF, KJ. No, legitimately, without MJF, there's a little less excitement. There's a little less star power on the show. LOL, this is shit. But yeah, I mean, MJF showing up at the Rumble, even if MJF was hurt and couldn't wrestle like immediately, but him just staking like I am here, part of the WWE, trust me, my partner in crime will faint live. We might have to dial 911 and hold and wait and see how he does. But Big Nick will fall out of his chair if MJF shows up at the Rumble. I don't see it happening. A little clunky, definitely clunky, because Jeff Hardy can't do that. Jeff Hardy can't go at the pace that Swerve Strickland can. And that's not me criticizing Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's just older. We get old. We get slower. We get gray in our beards. Like, it fucking happens. And you saw it with that transition move, right? He hits the flatliner. He's supposed to roll it into a suplex, and he had to do it in baby steps. Because if he was with a younger talent, a better talent, it would have been smooth, and it would have looked really cool, as it usually does. That's the problem. It's the same people that try and convince me that Jericho had a good match. No, you got guys like Bandito slowing the fuck down for Jericho, and it looks terrible. Definitely clunky. Jordan's loving it. AEW. New Blood versus Millionaire Club. Run that up the flagpole. Let's go. Samoa Joe just wanted to see his mustache in person. Like, how does he do it? You got it hooking too, bro. Look at you go. Right? He had to see it. Oh, speaking of Magnum Hangman or Hangman TI, Yeah, let's go with that one. Now, Swerve here confronting Paige. Now, these two men are talking about how they're undefeated in 2024. Does that not instantly make both these wrestlers sound like fucking morons? Right? Like fucking hell. We're 3 weeks into the year. I'm undefeated this year. It's like those assholes that say see you next year on New Year's Eve. Fuck off. It is dumb shit. So they get to choose each other's match now. I'll walk off. So they will be in a match that the other person gets to choose their opponent. This is fucked. A dealer's choice match next week or sometime. I don't fucking know. But they are going to choose each other's opponent because whoever wins the most. And you know what's going to happen, right? I know somebody accused WWE of being predictable. Do you know what's going to happen? Adam Page and Swerve are going to have the same amount of victories and both fight Joe. Right? First the Bills and potentially MJF. We got to check on Big Nick. Good. Swerve continues to be pushed. He got the win. And we'll see who he fights coming up. But Thunder Rosa in the house. Who you taking? Thunder Rosa or Red Velvet? Third match coming. They should just fight each other. Dealer's choice, yeah. So Tony Khan's not even booking anymore. The wrestlers are going to book each other. See you next. See you next year, KJ. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Right? That's like waking up on January 2nd going, I haven't been drunk yet this year. I haven't been sober yet either. Third match coming. Got that one. What's good, Casey? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. Good to see ya. Finally got my work done. Now I can chill till midnight and watch the stream. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us, as always. And we will be back at it tomorrow night, folks. It'll be a good one. As we bring you TNA. And Okada will be on TNA. Oh, Big Nick giving me a run for my money in fantasy hockey this week. 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Remember Adam saying Jeff Harvey? Yeah. Thunder Rosa for the win. Makes sense. Too soon for MJF and WWE. But Larry, I'm curious. What do you mean too soon? Hardy needs to stop whining. They are lucky AEW gave them the opportunity. Jeff has gotten a lot of breaks. Juan, that is a valid argument. It really is. And I mean, I can see both sides. You signed us, you employ us, utilize us. But utilize us well. Right? I don't think the Hardys should be in a match every week, but you can make them interesting. But they're not. You brought them over, you never did anything with them. You even kind of, you could have had a big money match between them and the Bucks. Never really happened. Dropped the ball. We've seen it with others. I think we're kind of seeing it with Adam Copeland right now, where you brought him over. It was a big deal, but now we're getting this nothing. It's interesting. They are missing something. It's called excitement. Facts. Yeah, we're missing MJF. I agree. I had zero interest in that match. Yeah, no kidding. As Red Velvet in control on the outside right now, stirring it up. MJF is the heart. I said it for months, man. He is the center of the AEW universe, and it just so much was built around him for so long, and so many different people were coming after him. Now that he's gone, there's a void. And does anybody here? I'll take a poll right now. Does anybody give a fuck about the Undisputed Kingdom right now? Anybody? Are they doing anything? Are they running amok? Are they taking over the show? What are they doing? Beefing with Orange Cassidy? By the way, I'm in picture, folks. Sorry, I need a sip of some coffee. Or at least that's what I'm telling you is in here. I see at Revolution it being Samoa Joe versus Hangman Page versus Swerve for the title. 100%, Jamie. And if that happens, I want my buddy Real to show up and say, yeah, that was kind of predictable, KJ. That's what I think is going to happen. I really do. But back to my original point, the Undisputed Who, yeah. What are they doing? Why is Tony not making the Undisputed Kingdom troublemakers? Why are they not fucking up the show? Why are they not shocking the system? Why are they not being devilish? Why are they doing fuck and all? Why? Why are they not? Why are we not? Oh my God, we got to go to the back. And the Devil's henchmen are just beating the shit out of a bunch of baby faces for shits and giggles. You know, chucking Rey Mysterio off the side of a production truck. Why is none of that happening? And kind of pointless. I get it. I understand. But if they are doing that shit, if they're doing the things I'm describing, when MJF comes back, oh shit, the savior's here. The man that is going to save us from this faction that is ruining this show. Instead, they'll do nothing, and then MJF will show up and you'll try and make us care. That's the difference. Just because MJF's not around doesn't mean Adam Cole and his crew can't matter. They should matter. They should be doing something. They should be the lead heel faction of the show. So they should be kicking ass and taking names, cheating, running amok, all that good shit, guys. No. Cake Cam. I like it. I gave a fuck about the Undisputed Kingdom, KJ. See you next year. There you go. Toodles. Fucking hell. That's what I said. Jeff Willow, coming soon to a Rampage near you. I think Swerve in AEW is better than Swerve in WWE, and I want him to be AEW champion. Jamie, he is better. WWE, Vince McMahon, and crew gave up on Swerve too soon. I think if Triple H had gotten control earlier, Swerve would still be there. He was definitely better. He's definitely better now. Sorry, my apologies. I want him to be AEW champion. I want Adam Page to fuck off. I want Adam Page to go away. I want Adam Page to go chase Orange Cassidy or comb his mustache or whatever. Go take that soup strainer and move it elsewhere. But I want Swerve and Joe to be in a heated, intense rivalry from now until Revolution. That's what I want. Wardlow is going to give Adam the belt. I think we've seen this already in AEW. Wardlow is going to be in WWE sooner than later. I think Wardlow's a guy very much like Ricky Starks, whose bags are packed. He's ready to go. Fuck this shit. I'm going to new show. AEW builds up factions and wrestlers 1 week, then takes them off TV for a month. Hook, for instance, will disappear now. Yeah, we've seen it time and time again. Dante Martin, Wardlow, Hobbs. It happens. Do you think WWE 2K24 will be the final game on PS4? It's a very good question, Eric. I have no idea. Thunder Rosa going low, especially if you've been watching as long as I have. All right. Wrestling is predictable. There you go. All right, let's go. I'm going to be here for the Rumble, and I have no predictions. That crowd sounds like they're in a bingo hall. It's again, it's the echo, right? It definitely got that vibe. They probably have more energy if they were actually in a bingo hall. There you go. That was interesting. And Thunder Rosa with a win. Yeah, a little slow. Maybe ring rust. It was a bit of a flat match. Didn't really get going. Wasn't a great one. Not a bad match. Not a good one. Oh, now she's talking to Tony. And the camera clicks away as she's talking to the camera. The Savannah Bananas are here. Baseball's premier brainstorming team? The Savannah Bananas. All right. Ooh. Jade Cargill Home has left a void with TBS title, and WWE has done nothing with her. Frank, her void has definitely been felt in AEW. Christopher Daniels is going to fight Takeshita. Don't know why. On Rampage, Anna Jay versus Ruby. I'm in for that, though. See, what Anna Jay versus Ruby should be right now, like on tonight. That's a match that you should highlight. Anna Jay's up and coming. Yeah, I'm struggling with that. WWE is training Jade Cargill, and I believe she will be in the Rumble. If not, she will debut very close to the Rumble. Again, I think WWE, being the company that they are, Mariah May versus Lady Frost. Nick's going to be happy. Big fan of Lady Frost. FTR, Daniel Garcia against House of Black again. All right. But yeah, I think they're training her. They want her to get in the ring and look good. And a lot of people criticized Jade when she was in AEW of how green she was, how clunky she was. Her matches weren't great. WWE's not going to make that mistake, I don't believe. And that's what she's doing. She's in the gym. She's training. She's getting reps in. And when they bring her out, according to Triple H, they're going to strap a rocket to her. They wanted to debut her sooner, but she was ill prepared. Not her fault. And here comes Darby and Sting. A Savannah Sting in the crowd. Undisputed Kingdom feels like a new stable to have meaningful blood and guts or stadium stampede. Undisputed Kingdom feels like a new stable to have meaningful. Well, yeah, but you got to set up the meetings, right? So again, you need that. You need them to be doing stuff, right? Are we going to get blood and guts between the Undisputed Kingdom and fucking the Orange Cassidy gang? The Scooby-Doo gang? I don't know. What has happened to Takeshita wrestling Christopher Daniels on Rampage? Again, another highly talented young man that should be highlighted. Deeb is back. I love Deeb. So again, you look at Deeb, you look at Thunder Rosa, you look at Tony Storm, Deonna Purrazzo. You got Ruby in there, kind of. There is a lot of talent in this women's division. It just needs to be utilized. But here's Darby. What happened with Soho and Angelo Parker? That's why they're having this match, I think. There's still, I don't know what's happening. But the Outcast turned Anna Jay on Ruby. That's an ongoing thing, Rashad. Darby cutting a promo talking about his idol after the Rumble, maybe. I don't know. I still got a vibe. I picked her to win the Rumble. What the fuck do I know? Red Velvet shouldn't just be a jobber. AEW audience knows her from her group with Jade. She should be in the title picture against Julia, if anything. Yeah, again, you could build it. You give her good matches. She wins some, she loses some, but you could have. Again, I don't think they should have two women's titles. I don't. I think that the roster's too thin. Oh, look. We got the EVPs on Gorilla. So the EVPs are on the headset and back in their locker room, set up like a gorilla position. Darby calling out the rankings are back. So this is what's going to happen. And I predicted this, folks. Sting and Darby are going to beat Ricky Starks and Big Bill, and the Young Bucks are going to beat Sting and Darby. Right? Darby telling Sting he still got it. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I think is going to happen here. Sting and Darby are going to take the belts off Starks and Big Bill, and then the Young Bucks are not only going to retire Sting, they're going to take the world titles. Yeah. Crowd chanting, you still got it. If Sting was... I'm not going to read that. I'll let that hang. That was kind of funny, though. I'm going to miss Sting. I mean, again, Sting's a legend. Sting's great. I don't know if I should be watching him wrestle in 2023, 2024. Again, he's wonderful, but his matches are all gimmicky because this is why he won't do a singles match, guys. This match should be Sting putting Darby over, passing the torch to Darby, but it's not going to be that. It's unfortunate. Oh, Sting's all in. Wait, what? Okay. Does that mean he's going to be at All In? All right. No interruption. That was an okay promo. Not a whole lot of legs there. What a weird segment that was. And we're going to hear from Ricky Starks and Big Bill setting up the tag match. Oh, poor Ricky Starks. I can't wait for Ricky to be in the WWE. The man's a star. I agree, KJ. You can tell AEW doesn't have enough quality female wrestlers to feed two title divisions. You end up having the same people have two title shots very close to each other. Look, it's Statlander, TBS champion. I like Statlander. Me and Nick talked about this a lot. Statlander drops the belt to Julia. Statlander goes after Tony. No! Statlander goes into a Ring of Honor storyline. What the fuck? It doesn't make sense. If Julia Hart and Sky Blue and Statlander and all these women were a part of this deep top portion of the AEW women's division going after that one belt, lots of quality there, lots of potential matches. Now you can have the matches that build up your rankings. You can have matches that build up the hype. Oh shit, Thunder Rosa just beat 3 top women on the way to the title match. Are the rankings back because Jinder said I read a report and I think it came from Brian Alvarez, guys. Then don't quote me because I ain't said shit, but apparently it was Punk's fault or Punk's suggestion why the ranking system went away. And now that the cancer is gone, the ranking system's coming back. Well, you know what? If it was Punk's idea to get rid of the rankings, it's because the rankings are fucking dumb. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It makes for, it paints you into corners. It does not allow you creativity. The ranking system is fucking stupid. You got Swerve and Hangman. Oh, I'm undefeated in January. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. I don't know what the Young Bucks did. I don't know. But yes, predictable. Predictable, Chair. Very fucking predictable. The Young Bucks are not only going to retire Sting and Darby, or Sting, Darby I hope doesn't retire, but they are literally going to get the world titles back. Tell me it's not favoritism, guys. Tell me if they were just Matt and Nick from fucking up the road, they'd be treated like this. If you were strictly basing it on their ability to wrestle and your ability to be a sports entertainer, to be entertaining, to be convincing outside the ring, would they be booked in anything of substance in this company? There you go. Ricky Starks and Big Bill. There you go. There you go. So this is interesting. Cody versus Punk will be good for business. It's going to be fucking amazing for business. Cody and Punk going face-to-face in a promo blew up the fucking internet. What do you think them actually fighting is going to do? It should be Sting, Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, where's Keyshawn when we need him? Cody and Punk was a good damn segment. Oh, 100%. 100 fucking percent. Again, with not a whole lot of words. Just well written, well put together. No extra shit. No stupidity. No fucking two men that were taking the wrestling serious. That's the difference. The Young Bucks are two men that don't take this shit serious. And you see the difference. Would you rather have Cody and Punk on your card or the Young Bucks on your card? You decide. But here comes the Mogul Embassy as they challenge the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn for the Trios titles. So they lost the Ring of Honor titles last week, so now they get a title shot this week. Where's Jinder Mahal when you need him? The fuck? Who made this ranking system? How do you lose the undershow belt and get a title shot the following week? Who's in charge of this shit? I read that Willow was going heel with Julia and the rest. Willow joining the House of Black, Frank? I don't want that. I don't want Willow. I don't know if we should go Willow. Anybody like dying for Willow nowadays? You just saw Jeff Hardy struggling to wrestle. The women's division needs Jamie Hayter back badly, in my opinion. Jamie Hayter will be a huge help. She is a talented woman. You need more of it. And here's the Bang Bang Gang. Or do we call them the Bang Bang Scissor Gang every time now? They're coming out. So the babyface team has 6 people at ring coming out to the ring. The heels only have 3. Like most good stories. The outnumbered bad guys. Here they come, and Castor's got a microphone. Yo. That's funny. That is actually funny too. You are now rocking with the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. That was actually funny. Tell Prince Nana to stop sending emails to my mama. Get some shoes for the dudes from Mahana. All right. Facts. What did Money say? Okada is 0-3 in AEW, so he gets thrown into the picture right off the bat. I call shenanigans. This is bullshit. All right, fair enough. Facts. When will AEW be good? It's a loaded question, AJ. I mean, I want it to be good now. I really do. I want it to be good. And people are going to jump online. They're already on Twitter. This show is fire. Best AEW of 2024. Help me. Help me, Rhonda. I don't get it. I'm tired of AEW trash matches and no storylines. Again, some people don't care for storylines. They're going to blame CM Punk. They blame CM Punk for everything. Tony Khan, like Jerry Jones, is to Dallas Cowboys. Facts. I like that. That I agree with. I'll give you a star. Matt and Nick Waxon. Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Yeah, give me your scissors. What do you got? I miss my cut the shit buddy. Where is he? Bullet Club, for fuck's sakes. Do you remember when they signed Jay White and it was such a big deal that he picked AEW over WWE? And he was going to be this huge star. Now he's in the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. And he's the Ring of Honor Trios champion. Whew. The Mullet Club cold entrance. I will admit that, though. Great fucking entrance, and the Mullet Club's funny as fuck. Max Caster still raps. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Tony's Job Squad, these guys need to ask for their release. Yeah, the Brian Cage, and listen, I think the Gates of Agony are fucking amazing. Amazing. Look at the size of these two fucking dudes. And they just job out to everybody and everybody. I don't get the face paint on Brian Cage. I don't. I'm not the biggest Brian Cage fan. To me, Brian Cage kind of feels like Ryback 2.0 sometimes. The Acclaim for the win. Yeah, who y'all taking? There's no way the Mogul Embassy wins the belts back, right? Guns up. I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read it. Oh, Robert, I ain't stopping nothing. I ain't stopping shit. Tell Tony to stop booking this garbage. Jay White deserves better. He should be in the world title picture. That'd be nice. Or you make your IC belt matter, and you have guys like Jay White go after it. Look, this match starts. People want to talk about ratings and shit. This match starts. I lost 20 people on the stream. Everyone went to the bathroom. Fuck this shit. I'm sorry, but Tony Khan doesn't go past 2027 in AEW. AEW might go public, or I can't see them going public. I'd be shocked. Or Warner Brothers Discovery take over. But it's hard because he is the bank. He's such a big part of the piggy bank. I don't know if that will happen. Will he get leaned on or like again? He's still got to work out his negotiations with Warner Brothers Discovery. What will happen in that negotiation? If Tony thinks his company's worth billions and Warner Brothers Discovery thinks it's worth millions, are they going to come to a deal? What's up? Better late than never. Date night with the wife, Corey Williams. Happy wife, happy life. So no complaints there. Welcome to the show. I hope she got a big old smile on her face, my friend. But thank you for joining us. Lots going on here at the channel. We are in picture right now. Not much time left in this show, about 15 minutes. So the big main event. Well, we've been waiting all night. Edge and Suzuki. Whew, can't wait. Look, yeah, Billy's amazing. Billy's a freak of nature. But I will take this chance to remind everybody, make sure you get in here, hit like, subscribe, become a member, check all our links out below, join us on social. We are growing by the minute. We just eclipsed 3.5. Thanks to YouTube, I think we've hit that milestone twice now. But yeah, we've passed 3.5K subscribers. We're having a record-breaking month in January. It is our most watched month. After saying that in December, saying that in November, and saying that in October, we continue to put up record-breaking months. We thank everyone out there for making that possible. We are on fire. And I will remind you, other people do what we do. Other people jump on, grab a microphone, and try and talk wrestling, but nobody does it like the Wrestling for Life Network. You can also get yourself some pretty swag and merch if you would like. But we are back tomorrow for TNA. Friday, we got the doubleheader. The Tag Stream Champions will return for SmackDown and Rampage. And then Saturday, 6:30 p.m., we get the Royal Rumble watch party, and we are going to set it on fire. Our Saturday streams are always fire around here, and it's going to be a fun one. Let's fucking go. Thank you for all the support and love. But get in there and be a friend, tell a friend. Anybody watching right now, you want to do us a solid, take our link, drop it in a place where people are talking about wrestling. But drop it in a place when they're not talking about wrestling. But be a friend, tell a friend. Help us continue to grow. We're not even 2 years old yet. We're like 6 weeks away from our second birthday. So you can only imagine what we're going to be doing in year 3, 4, and 5. So keep it coming. Cage was good in XPW a couple years ago. Look, Page was good in XPW. I like Page a little bit in Lucha Underground because Lucha Underground, they had him as this big evil fucking badass. My big issue with Cage is that he doesn't wrestle enough like a big guy at times. Like it's really cool that a guy his size is as agile and athletic as he is. But at times you just kind of got to be the big mean dude. And he had a pretty good stint in TNA or Impact at one point. Acclaimed for the win. Malik laughing. Acclaimed is going to win. They better. It'd be really weird if they lost, guys. It'd be really weird if they lost. Someone needs to tell Aubrey she isn't a main character. Yeah, no, it's pretty fucking ridiculous. Like a referee, a non-partial referee. Oh my God, can you believe that move just happened? She needs to go to the Earl Hebner School of Refereeing. Quick. But she's another product where, it went to her head. She got some love in the beginning and people made a deal of her, and now she thinks she's in the show. Fuck, Tony Khan gave her a match. Oh. Shotgun drop kick. Yeah, the Gates of Agony should rarely lose on TV. I can't be wrong about that. Wardlow versus Cage still hasn't happened. What you waiting for? Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Thank you, Smile Mark. I've been doing all this, and I had no idea what was going on. So the Toronto Maple Leafs pick up a W against Winnipeg. Fucking Toronto, man. They're such a funny team. Nana's distracting Aubrey. And what one of the... Is it going to be Jay White? Yeah, it's Jay White. You knew somebody was going to help him because why not? Down goes Kaun. How come AEW Collision February 17th? What is... I don't know what the question is. Oh, no AEW Collision on February 17th? I don't know. Eric, I'll have to follow up unless one of the fact checkers, maybe Dale or somebody's out there and they know. I have no idea, my friend. Actually, I haven't seen Dale tonight. I hope he's all right. KJ, do we get a tag team match with Okada on TNA this week? Yeah, tomorrow night it's Okada with the Motor City Machine Guns taking on shit. Let me remind myself. It's on my thumbnail and I can't remember. Who are they fighting? Oh, they're fighting the system. The system. That's right. Moose, Eddie Edwards, and Brian Myers taking on Okada and MCMG. So that should be a fun match. And again, guys, there's the three. And still your trios champion, the Scissor Dudes. But yeah, Okada, if you guys have been sleeping on TNA, don't. Tune in tomorrow, watch it with us. You know, TNA is cooking. I love what TNA is doing. Casey, I always share Nick's story posts regarding your streams on Instagram. Man, I got nothing but love for you for that. That's the nicest shit you can do. And Nick be out there tagging peeps. So we appreciate it. We really, really do. He is the brand ambassador for sure. Kaun was just as athletic as Brian Cage, however, wrestled like a big man. Yeah, and I think what you do as Brian Cage is you pick your spots. So when you do a backflip, everybody goes, "Oh my God." But when you do it all the time, we're like, "Oh, fuck, we know you can do it, bro." But right now, we're heading into a Serena D video package, the one we've got over the last couple weeks. Let's fucking go. Let's go. At least Mr. McMahon made better matches than Tony Khan. I wouldn't go that far, Juan. Vince McMahon fucked up a lot of things that I was a big fan of. Her first match on Collision on Saturday during the Rumble. Fuck. Do keep in mind, we will have an eye on Collision. Not much of one, but we will kind of pay attention. What's going to happen when the arena is dead empty and you're still running TV tapings? Well, I mean, AEW has enough personnel to fill the arena. Yeah, put all the staff in. And here comes Adam Copeland. Trying to figure out what this jersey is. Adam Copeland is 4-0 in 2024. There you go. Title shot coming. Watch out, Joe. He's got a better... Adam Copeland has a better record than Swerve and Adam Page. This is why the ranking system's a problem. Aubrey Edwards is fucking the worst. Yeah, no fucking shit. Nada gets put through the table. Nope. Finally, Keyshawn woke up. There. Hey, Keyshawn. This match sucks. It really did suck. It did. You're right. Malik feeling the TNA. I like it. This is horrendous. Please stop these super group clowns. I don't have to say it. The chat's saying it. I've said enough. No, Prince Nana isn't allowed to go through tables. Yeah, leave Nana alone. You got to keep him able to do this. If you hurt him and he can't do the... But here comes Suzuki. True, Tully Blanchard told Brian Cage to be the monster that he looks like, and yet he still tries to be a luchador. Prime example of this generation not listening to older. Corey Williams, valid point. Valid. And again, I think Brian Cage just being a bit more of a monster, but again, all they do is jobs. Anybody remember the last time Gates of Agony or Brian Cage got a W on AEW TV? I don't want to hear about Ring of Honor. On AEW TV. I can't recall it, so I'm curious if anyone out there knows it. Fuck. Oh, you. Oh, wait a minute. That was a two-parter. Sorry. Shutout for Samsonov. Thank God I picked that guy back up. And a 1-0 with Jesus. Nick's got Austin Matthews. Fuck's sake. But I'll take that shutout. That's funny as hell. Did they just do a 3D? Maybe. I don't know. It was chaos. TNA is hot and awesome. That's a good way to put it, Robert. Very factual in multiple ways. And we're getting the instant holy shit chance. All right. Everybody losing their mind. Oh, my God. Suzuki needs knee pads. Suzuki needs a fucking head pad. What do you mean knee pads? Unknown dude. Well, yeah, welcome. Yeah, it's dumb how they're using Brian Cage. AEW should book him like Mike Awesome in ECW. I like that shout. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, definitely in that vein. And I mean, when you see these guys. Oh, by the way, we got our first forearm exchange. We're gonna get a lot of this. When you see the Gates of Agony, when you see Brian Cage, and then you see them doing jobs to everybody, it fucks with my head. Suzuki, Copeland for the win, right? We will take a prediction. Who do you got? Adam Copeland, 2024 record is 4-0. Yeah, right? So should he not be fighting Samoa Joe tonight instead of Minoru Suzuki, who's 0-0 in North America this year? AEW feels off tonight. Thank you. I agree with you, sir. And I think that's where I get frustrated because I think AEW fucks with my perception of life. That's a little dramatic, I know. But I watch the show and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel like the AEW I fell in love with. And then I go online and I see all these people being like, best show ever. It was so good tonight. It was fire. Suzuki, Copeland, match of the year. And I think I'm insane. I think I'm fucking slow. Like I'm going to go start fucking licking windows because I don't see it. I don't get it. What is wrong with me? OC is defending his international championship against a winner of a fatal four-way match on Rampage. Oh, fuck. Good. Wait, why? Isn't OC... whatever. Suzuki on the apron. Copeland kicks him in the head. And then he gets out of the way of the spear. Hits him with a knee. Puts him in a chokehold. Edge! AEW is a prime example for just because you can doesn't mean you should. Absolutely. I can stick my fucking finger in the light socket. Doesn't mean it's a good idea. Edge versus Omega, that's a match. Yeah, we got to get Omega healthy. And thoughts and prayers out to that guy. I hope he's doing okay. I know he was still, I don't even believe he's had surgery yet. So I hope he's doing okay. I really do. Collision is afterthought this Saturday night, KJ. I hate it. We're going to get FTR and the House of Black again. You're going to get Serena Deeb's return. And I think if you want us to give a fuck, there is AEW diehard fans. There are people who do YouTube all about AEW that don't watch Rampage and Collision. If you want to make Serena Deeb's return mean something, bring her back on Dynamite. That's it. Until Collision gets better, you got 300,000 people. What was the ratings last time fucking WWE went up against them for Survivor Series? Was it like fucking 300,000 people? Maybe? Fuck. The ring announcer has ruined Edge's superstar BS. I didn't even catch an MDB. That's funny as fuck. Tony pays for compliments. Yeah, I'm sure he pays for more than compliments. Elbows and slaps. That's what this match will be. Yeah. Here comes the head spot. Oh, no, they didn't do it. They're making me wait. They're making me wait. And here comes the forearm exchange number 2. Number 2. We should have done an over and under on this one, guys. Yeah, Copeland title fight next week. Let's go. He'll be 5-0 next week. He's got a better record than the 2 contenders. Is it me or did Suzuki get a quiet response? No, it's not. I didn't. It's weird, right? They go quiet and then we get holy shit chants. Like, why is this holy shit? Like, why is this a holy shit match? What is holy shit about these 2 men slapping each other? I got Wrangler, I mean Suzuki. When they scream holy shit, Suzuki must poop in his defense. It's the one man who can out sandbag Mox. Yeah, no fucking shit. There you go. Just tonight. I'm going to be on the record in about 3 minutes that, as far as I'm concerned, AEW Dynamite has been 0 for 3 in January. You want to do records? Tony, you want to bring the records back? I got a record for you. You're 0 for 3 on the year. You're struggling. You're a struggling unit right now. AEW was that hot girl you fell in love with, but quickly changed when she got married, right? You put a ring on her finger, she just bloop. No. More punches. More punches. Right now, there's people online. I'm sure if you clicked over to other channels, there's people wetting their pants. I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. I don't get it. I need more. Maybe I'm just too intellectual. That I need more than just, more slaps. More slaps. I'd lay at least like some moves. Right. Yeah, there's only 1,900 people in a building that could sit up, over 10,000 plus. So any true fan reaction is deadened. Doesn't matter how good your mics are. It's going to echo. It's going to echo out. Elbows and slaps. That's yeah. This is this big dream match everyone's been waiting for. Fucking hell. Can't wait for Copeland to tango with Brandon Cutler. Yeah, heading there, right? Can't wait for the Young Bucks to bring Brandon Cutler back and be the reason why they win the tag titles. Fucking hell. Tony pays for compliments. Somebody getting slapped. KJ, you must have very thin fingers. I don't know why. Light socket. Yeah, no, these sausages. No. I got you, though. I think you were thinking, yeah, I'll leave you be. All right, misses a very slow clothesline. And we're, a kind of an armbar. A Fujiwara, I guess. I could get a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking my head up the bull's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it. Here at Cal Tires. Cal Tires? Cal Automotive? Damn. Maybe. Anyway. We stuck. Did they fire that guy from NXT? Which guy? I need context. I don't know what's happening. Kid, Mom, can we go to the wrestling? WWE? Mom? No, honey. We have wrestling at home. Oh, man. It does. If you're a sports fan, it feels like this is like going to like a minor league show or like a junior game if you're a hockey fan or like going, like to fucking AAA ball, going to see the Mud Hens. Toledo still have a team? Is that what I'm guessing? But we're into a choke. I got keys coming from overseas. This match is going to be a slugger knocker, which means sloppy. Mike Malik Riddles. I like it. Both of them in at 9. Everybody loves a good head spot. Facts. I'm waiting for a good head spot on this one. Both guys wearing life alert. Fucking hell. This chat is deteriorated. What's up, Richie Matthews? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Callahan brake pads. Yes. My guy. You've identified the smell. Next step is getting it off. Yeah, like, again, I'm not that guy, but at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like I'm just not simple enough to get really excited about what I'm seeing. We got an unprettier, and that was it. No fucking way. Oh, thank God that was commercial free. I don't want to hear any fucking AEW fans give me shit about any fucking compliments I give WWE matches. Oh, and they show Christian watching. Fucking hell. KJ, you're not a work rate, Mart. You actually enjoy pro wrestling, not whatever the F this is. What's the work rate on this? Like, if I'm not, okay, I get that. See, money, I agree with you. But for the fans that come at me, right? What is the work rate of that fucking match? What am I missing? AEW is that? Yeah, no, that's exactly. Suzuki returns to MLW immediately. Intimidation games in March, I guess. Again, if you've seen one Suzuki match, you've seen them all. Oh, Copeland's got a mic. The AARP title. That's funny. As long as AEW stays on Wednesdays, I'm okay with the matches. I just want them to go with the rating wars again. Yeah, stay Wednesdays and get better. Just get better. I want this better. I would love to see Suzuki versus Sheamus or Gunther. I don't know. He's an old Japanese guy, man. Like, fuck, who cares? Sheamus would kick a hole in his chest. Gunther would murder him. Copeland says respect. Suzuki growls at him and leaves. That match sucked. I don't give a fuck. If someone out there right now is online going, what a great match, they're fucking dumb. That match sucked. KJ, yeah, no, maybe. Well, I'm guessing Sting and Darby are winning the tag belts and then dropping them to Young Bucks, which I'm all for it. Oh, come on, no, dude. I think it's predictable, and I think it sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, he's still coming for Christian. The big cliffhanger from the show. Yeah, the Young Bucks as tag champs. I don't know right now, guys. I'm not sure. I'm torn. I don't think it's good. The crowd sounds like a TNA taping. TNA tapings are louder, Mike. Bad botch. Yeah, it was all botch. It was all clunky. It was all whatever. That was fucking horrible. I'd rather see Adam Copeland versus Omega when he's healthy. 100%, 100%. But I'd rather see Copeland in stuff that matters against wrestlers that matter. Suzuki is not a thing. As that's it, guys. We're going off the air. And I will happily take a rating out of 10 on this show. But man, that main event sucked. 7 out of 10 says Mega. 6 says Eric Tate. I enjoyed NXT better last night. I'll tell you that right now. 2.75 out of 5. Nothing special. Don't change the system, AJ. 3.25 out of 10. Wait, 6 matches. 420 and 0. Good job, Larry. I want to see Jim Cornette become GM of AEW. Holy fuck. Jim Cornette in the locker room. You know what? Give Jim Cornette a body cam and send him into the AEW locker room. That'd be my favorite thing ever. That would be well worth the price of admission. 6-0. That match ended odd. Yeah, the whole shit sucked. Edge is actually a wrestler, not like Crazy Grandpa. Fair enough. We're perfect 5-0. You should have. It was very predictable tonight. I know other people think WWE is predictable, but what was not predictable tonight? What big surprise happened tonight? Who won tonight that you weren't expecting to win? I'll wait. Yeah, he's old. I love Edge. But Edge looks great when you put him in the ring with a Daniel Bryan. Edge looks great when he's in the ring with Finn Balor. Edge looks great when he is the guy that the younger guy can kind of carry. But when Edge has to carry the match at his age and right now, he's got to carry Suzuki. Yeah, his face is fucking purple. We predicted Edge going to AEW would be bad, and that we wanted nothing to do with it. Here's why. Exactly. In all due respect, Edge was, at WrestleMania. Edge was at Survivor Series. Edge was involved with, Roman Reigns and the Judgment Day, which that sucked, but whatever. Big names, big shows, full crowds, big arenas. Now Edge is doing fucking indie booking, horrible fucking matches in front of 1,900 people. What am I missing, folks? Dear AEW fans, what am I missing? I know people are going to jump on. They're going to do the review of that show. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Yeah, okay, it was pretty good. No, that's not good. And it's not that I don't like this style of wrestling. Some of the matches were good tonight. I will admit that. I got no problem admitting that. But I will not remember that show next week. Me and Nick will be on here Friday looking at each other going, what happened on Wednesday? I don't remember. And right now we got WWE clicking at a high level. We get segments like CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. It's brilliant. It works. Simple. Not 15 people at ringside. Not stupid. Not silly. Not, fucking people out past their prime. Well, maybe a little bit arguable in one case, but whatever. But then you got TNA. TNA signing good talent, creating buzzes, got storylines, working on angles, starting the year hot. I'm going to tell you, my opinion is Tony Khan is 0-3 in 2024. Simple. That simple, guys. KJ got that one. I saw Suzuki take 3 Death Riders and kick out after 1. That becomes, again, that was such a hurry up and get it in match, guys. It really was. Again, a lot of sizzle, no steak. A lot of sizzle, no steak, for sure. 6-0, 5-0. Adam Copeland wins. That match ended odd. Absolutely. 6-0. Let me get down here a little bit. Yeah, was there 6 matches? Jesus Christ. Okay, 6. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, that's what I mean. Mega's got a good point, though. 6 matches? We're here right now, and you can't remember all the matches that happened tonight. But what matches really cooked? Swerve Jeff Hardy was okay, clunky, went too long. Red Velvet Thunder Rosa, flat across the board. And remember, this is coming off a night where I criticized NXT heavily for being a very flat night, for giving us a lot of meh, other than a really good opening match. And I still liked it better than I like this. Today's wrestling fans are very toxic. I can't stand them. Let's just fucking enjoy all the wrestling companies. That's it. That's what we do here, Unknown. We enjoy all the wrestling companies. We might be critical. We might point out the flaws, but we watch every show. And that's what gives us the right to jump on here and say what we say. We watch all the shows, including all the little independent ones. And tonight, that was a little independent one. It really was. 2.75 out of 5. Gotcha. Or to give you shit for it. Making me do math. Like 2 times 2.75. 6.9 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Don't use the word work rate in the context. There was none. Yeah, right? I agree with you, though. I'm just asking. People, you're not into that type of wrestling, KJ. We were into work rate and the guys that can really go. No, I'm not into no selling. I'm not into how many moves can you hit in 15 minutes. And again, then you get that one. There is no work rate there. That's fucking horrible. Horrible. If that had a WWE logo on the fucking ring apron, people would be fucking murdering that match right now. I want AEW. I want AEW to do well. I'm just losing interest. Day by day, WWE is killing it. They will always be my number 1, but these Dynamites are making me lose interest. I get you. I do. And again, if you go back through the archive of this channel, when we first started this channel, week in and week out, Dynamite was the best show of the week. I'd come on these streams. We used to do a Sunday ranking show. Dynamite, 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 Dynamite killed it again. Dynamite, Dynamite, Dynamite. Raw sucked. Raw sucked. Raw's garbage. Raw's horrible. I hate Raw. Fuck Raw. Raw's terrible. SmackDown's okay. Dynamite, 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 Dynamite. It's not that anymore. And that's, I think, my problem as a wrestling fan, as an AEW fan. 7 out of 10. Dude, they got it. How did you get to 7, Robert? Like, honestly, Robert, in all fairness, the people that gave more than a 6, what did you see on the show tonight that you were like, that was fucking awesome? I was really happy about that. 2 out of 10. The 2 goes to KJ. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. It's a great night here on the channel. Still got 100 people hanging out. 7 out of 10. 6. 4.5 out of 10. Thank you. It's 10 minutes till it's over. Kenny, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This show is absolutely horrible. Was not a good show tonight, guys. 2 out of 10 says Juan. 0 out of 10 says no Trish. Fair enough. Fair enough. Definitely no Trish. 1 out of 10 says Kenny. Fuck. Ed is just goading Christian at this point. Is he, though? Is he? Is this how we goad him? Ed should be beaten up. Well, I guess he already took out kind of Nick Wayne. I don't know. Ed should be focused on Christian. Fighting Suzuki did nothing for anybody. Why are we having a problem now? What? This show gets a 4. Suzuki growls out of 4. Suzuki growls out of 10. My respect to Suzuki for shaking Adam Copeland's hand. My respect to Suzuki 4. But he didn't. Are you being sarcastic? Just think. Now the crowd gets to watch Ring of Honor dark matches. I'd go home. I'd go the fuck home. Fuck that shit. In 2 weeks, Dynamite, we have Ricky Starks, Big Bill, Darby Allin versus Sting. And they're going to win. Darby Allin and Sting are going to be tag champions. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Young Bucks cost them the titles. I don't think so, though. I got a bad feeling about this, guys. 6.9 out of 10. Still a little high for me. Edge is a liar. Confirmed. Age hits him harder than Suzuki. I like that. That's funny. 10 out of 10. No Hook. There was Hook. What do you mean? But KJ, the wrestlers had fun. Yeah. You know what? Next time you go watch a movie, if that movie fucking sucks, but the actors come out and say, we had fun, does that change your opinion of the movie? Right? That match was 0. That match was fucking horrendous. Anybody, look, I don't want to be offensive to anybody. I love y'all that come and chat with me, and we're open to all opinions. But that match was fucking hot garbage, and I can't understand if you see it otherwise. If you're a fan of like really good AEW wrestling, you should be pissed off right now. 4 out of 10. KJ, I didn't watch Dynamite, but you ripping this Suzuki versus Edge match is going to make me watch it right now. Go do it. Do it. Tell me if I'm right. 5 out of 10. Go hate watch it. That's what we do. KJ, I heard of better promos on Storage Wars than fact. 5 out of 10. I love it. I love it. What else we got here, folks? As we wind down, we are going to wrap this up pretty soon, folks. But thank you for being here. KJ, that is a favorite number, so I used it. Facts. There. I see what you did there. Adorable. 4 out of 10. Oh, I missed it. Boston, that's funny shit, my guy. Pop me. Let's hope TK will listen to all of us fans of AEW that want to succeed, but TK needs writers better booking, make storylines that draw us in and should make us want to tune in every Wednesday and Friday, or Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I got you, Casey. Here's the thing. I put it out there on social media before. Tony Khan has gone on the record that the people that hate AEW are haters, they're bots, they're WWE marks. They take heat just because they're up against the giant empire, and people are shitting on them because nobody wants to see them do good. I've challenged Tony Khan to come have a conversation with me because I'm an AEW fan. I started this channel because of AEW, and I have some questions. Like, what the fuck was that? Let's start there. Because not all the heat, not all the hate, not all the criticism is from haters. Yes, there's tribes on both sides. There's people on AEW's side that will never see anything AEW does as bad and never see anything WWE does as good, and vice versa. But again, this channel, we're open to it all. If it's cooking, we'll be here, pumping, high fiving. We've had many nights where something's happened on AEW, and Nick and I have marked right out for it. But I will not have my intelligence insulted. I will not sit through that match and then have Tony go out and tell me how great it was, and I'm an idiot if I didn't get why. It doesn't work. Weakest Dynamite so far, and still better than most of the shows we got last year. Breaking news: WWE buys AEW for what? A fucking pack of bubble gum and fucking a BJ? Like, what the fuck you mean? What are you gonna pay for AEW? It was a bad episode, but I know they can do better. That's the problem, CX, is we all know they can do better. We know they have the talent to do it. We know they have the people involved to do it. We know they can do better. Going out of their way to emphasize the fact that they have a ranking system again, it's amateur, it's Bush League, and it became like a focal point of tonight's show. I didn't like it. The Hook segment was odd. Hook talking like he was Encino Man was really weird. Very monosyllabic. I don't know why. Good night. Yeah, it was a struggle. Deonna Purrazzo and Toni Storm might have been my favorite part of the entire show. Go fucking figure. Peace. Research. Solid shine tonight. Just. I don't know what you're saying. Okay, AEW show tonight, not great. No, I agree with you, John. It really wasn't. Solid show. Research. What was solid about it, bud? I'm all ears, my guy, and I know I'm about to tag out and go to bed, but solid show, man. Really a solid show? Let's be fucking real, bro. What was solid about the show tonight? What came out of that show where you were sitting on the edge of your seat like, fuck, this is really good? Was it the main event that fucking sucked pond water? Was it Swerve against an over-the-hill Jeff Hardy that was clunky and sloppy? Was it the flat Thunder Rosa match? Was it the Adam Page match was good? That might have been match of the night, actually. Adam Page might have been the match of the night with Penta. But yeah, what was solid tonight? My guy, hell, I'm working with you. If you can convince me, if you can give me some evidence of what I missed tonight that made that a good show, that entertained me within that 2-hour frame. Because if you think tonight was a solid show, show up tomorrow night for TNA and you'll have your socks blown right the fuck off. I went to work today. The only reason I went to work was to have fun. Giggity, right? Yeah, no. I have AEW. I gave AEW a real chance until they fired CM Punk. Now it's fuck them for life. Or life. I actually think they see if it worked. There you go.
Wrestling for life.
And guys, I just subscribed, so welcome me with open arms. Malik, we always go with arms wide open. Where's my buddy when I need him? But yes, no, welcome. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for joining us. The channel is cooking. We're on an upward trend, unlike AEW. A pack of bubble. You heard me. Made Toni Storm boring, just sad. I mean, but again, I think in a company that's lacking the personality of the wrestlers coming through, I think Toni Storm at least has that. I give her credit. It was like one of my favorite parts of the show tonight. What do you think about Monday Night Raw moving to Netflix? I think it's interesting. I think it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. I struggle with I think it's a huge deal. I think it's going to offer a lot of opportunity, a lot of access. I know people are like, well, there goes their numbers. It's now going to be accessible to 260 million people. It's going to be on your phone. It's going to be widely available. Might be commercial free. The typical kind of PG, downgraded stuff might get upgraded a little. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. I mean, how can you argue with a company that slams down a $5 billion deal? Who's going to give Tony Khan $5 billion right now for anything? Right? You had to fucking put it in his savings account and transfer it to his checking account. That's the only way he getting $5 billion. I reach around. I reach around and okay. It was a joke. What was a joke? I think I was with you on your joke. Anyway, I'll take your word for it. It's probably a joke. TK is like a human chihuahua. This guy booking your shows, this is the problem. He is like a chihuahua. Just barks and barks and barks at the fucking window. But he had a tiny little fucking scruffy thing that you pick up by the neck. Yeah, a little bit, right? A little bit. Again, if he wants to, like, and I talked about this in the beginning of the show. We still have 100 people here, guys. Do you just not care about stories? Do you not feel like are you okay if it's just random matches every week? If every week AEW Dynamite was 6 random matches, throw them in a fucking, a mixer and pull out fucking names. I don't know. Like, again, if you're okay with that, do you? But I think there's independent shows for that. I think there's other avenues for that. National TV might not be the place to do it. Maybe he was yeah, no, I appreciate that. Some interesting matchups. Enjoyed it. Okay, fair enough, man. If you enjoyed it, I don't want to take away from anyone's fun. I do want everyone to enjoy the wrestling. I just, I don't know. There you go. Look, beautiful. I know you do, bud. I know you do. And again, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to make sense of it. I think for my own mental state of like, what am I missing? When I go to Twitter, when I get off this stream, and I hear all these people be like, just fucking fire AEW forever. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I'm just too fucking old. I don't know. Bro, they didn't fire him. He left. What the hell? Are we talking about Punk? Punk got fired. With arms wide open. There, Keyshawn jumped in on it. There we go. Nick is currently playing with arms wide open on his recorder. If you listen quietly at your windows, folks, you can hear Nick in the distance singing Arms Wide Open and other Creed's greatest hits at the top of his lungs. I'd pay good money to see that. There you go. They're really building this up. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. AEW should be more than a glorified indie fed, but it's just not. I think the dilemma for me, and I see we're getting down to the bottom of the chat here, but here is my dilemma. If you're going to be a glorified indie fed, just be that. Don't mention WWE. Tony, don't tweet about Jinder Mahal or John Cena or The Undertaker. Just be your glorified indie fed and be happy with that. It's when you're the glorified indie fed, which isn't really what you're competing against. You're in a different avenue. You're in a different lane. You are not the same. Like if you're battling the WWE, you're not the same. If that makes sense, right? So for me, I want to see, just do you then. Be you. Stop telling me that this is better than that. If that makes sense. Like just be you. Do you. Be happy with it. If this is Tony Khan's high-priced vanity project. And if he's happy and all the people that he's just forking money over to are happy, who am I to shit on it? High five each other. But then don't jump online or jump on your show and act like if you don't get why this is the hottest product in wrestling, then you're dumb. Because I'm not. And this makes me feel fucking remedial. But they've brought back the ranking system, so every match matters now with the wins and losses. Oh, research. It's a flawed ranking system. We're in January and it's flawed. Adam Copeland has a better winning record than Page and Swerve. Do you know what's better than a ranking system? 2 guys with beef, 2 guys with a problem, 2 wrestlers that just want to get at it. The ranking system fucks that all up. Every match matters. Well, then the matches should be good. And the matches weren't good tonight. Adam Page and Penta was pretty good. I'll give it that. I thought it started off. I think if we rewind the tape, you can catch KJ going, Starting off the night with fire, folks. Yeah, I think I said that. But then it went downhill. And we didn't get much else. And that main event, guys, that main event fucking sucked. I'm being straight up. That is one of the worst. I'm trying to think. I can officially say in all the years of watching Adam Copeland, that was the worst thing he's ever fucking done. It was more exciting when he shagged Lita in the middle of the ring than it was watching that match. Anyway, moving on. The problem is that they hire old, fire WWE stars. Younger talent guys get pushed back. Facts. The way TK books this show is like an indie show. Facts. All right, now we're just beating a dead horse. Overall, I thought the show, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. It really lacked for me. It lacked a lot. And the main event was the fucking shit cherry on top of a shit Sunday. I appreciate all the people that tuned in tonight. I thank you for all being here. The numbers are through the roof. I love seeing it. This channel continues to grow. Make sure you click all those links below. Wrestling for Life. You can get a t-shirt or two that say that very thing. So go check that out. Go check out our merch store. Find us on TikTok. Find us on Twitter. Go watch our shorts, our videos, and all our other fun stuff. On behalf of Big Nick and myself, we will be back tomorrow. And we thank you. All right, get some rest. Thank you. But yes, that's it. On behalf of Big Nick and myself, see you on the flip side. Have a good night. Tony Khan, do better.